Do I sneak? Oh, there's two of them. Can I get them both?
When are we gonna see some action?
Depends. Where's your mom? Haha. All right, we got the blinky lights. I think everything's working now. And hooray, it's 3-year streaming anniversary. I should start the music.
Yippee!
Yippee! There we go. Let me turn that down to where I can manage the volume. Yes,
You know what
so
that means.
You should come inside the box.
I'm in the timeout box. Oh, God.
1 minute for each year.
That was a combination I didn't think would work. Thank you, TP and Toxan, for that collaboration.
Put him in a box, throw him out the window.
The whole damn box. Just throw out the whole damn box. It's garbage day. If you know that audio cue, congratulations. So
Do you ever feel like a cardboard box drifting through the oh wait, that's not how it goes.
wait, was that American Beauty?
No, Firework by Katy Perry.
Famously,
Oh.
I don't know music.
I don't know pop music. I learned more about Taylor Swift from one stream with Pixie than I've learned throughout the rest of Taylor Swift's career.
Yeah, I don't care for pop music, but I just know that.
Yeah. Giselle, good to see you. Oh, first things first. Let's see. What do we got going down the line? TP, congratulations on being first. Thank you for the customary greeting. Toxan, thank you for the customary greeting.
Oh, I
So-
should have done that.
Well, you'll have to do that next anniversary.
I
Ow.
could do this.
Or that works. So, what are we doing today? Last year for my 2-year ow, thank you. For my streaming anniversary, I did a tier list of all the games I played in year 2, and ow, thank you. And I like doing that, so I'm going to do it again. But this time we have a discussion panel. I've invited several friends of mine who some combination of know my streaming, know my work, we go way back, and or have played most of the games on this list. So I figured that would be more fun than just hearing me talk. We can bounce some ideas around. But before we dive into that, yes, we are doing a charity drive. Let me go ahead and hit the button. Oink. This time around, we are raising money for Rainbow Railroad, which is a nonprofit that helps LGBTQ plus people escape dangerous situations, political persecution, and relocate to, well, better places where they can not have to worry about stuff like that. They are a good...
As I
Go
always
ahead.
say, we really shouldn't need stuff like this, but the world.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that their services are so needed these days, but, you know, at least they're available and they're doing good work. As is customary for my charity drives, I will be matching community contributions dollar for dollar. I do have a number of community goals set up. Where did I put it? Yoink. I'm going to talk through the thing real quick because a lot of these should look familiar. At $50, Discord will get to pick my profile picture for 1 month. This has resulted in hilarious things in the past, so always a pleaser. At $100, the standard Chuck-a-Spud will be discounted to 1 channel point for a month, or longer if I forget to turn it off, but that'll never happen. At $150, I'm going...
Happened last time.
Yeah, that did happen last time. I think it left it up for like 6 or 8 weeks. Either way.
Oh God.
Or was that my profile picture? You know, last time around the profile picture, like, oh right, yeah, the profile picture was Shreku last time. I was kind of horrified, but by the time the month was running out, I was gonna kind of miss that little guy.
I forgot about that.
I still need to put Shreku as my TTS image. Crap, I've been meaning to do that. Well, anyway, Shreku 2, the Shrekening. At $150, I already have like a visual effects overlay for things like a Game Boy mode or whatnot, and I'll figure out a Super Nintendo one, just add variation to a theme. $200, go ahead.
Dumb idea. Is there a way you can make Shreku in Final Fantasy 14?
I would have to Fantasia into a Rogadin, so yes. One of these days, if I may put that as like $1,000 secret reward, but that's not going to go on the banner right now. Hee hee hoo hoo ha ha.
Have you forfeited the cat food goal?
I did just buy a whole crate of the food that, well, not a crate. I did just buy a whole pack for Rusty of that food in question, so I could theoretically. I haven't decided yet.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Cat food to sample.
My cat is old. She is 21 years old, and what she is willing to eat changes on a daily basis. So sometimes we'll have a whole buffet line set up. It's like, which one will she grace with her face today? There is no pattern. At $200, Discord will pick the next game I play. $250, every channel point redeem will be refunded for a month or until I forget to stop doing that. And then at $300, I have some additional redeems set up that I have not told anyone about yet, and Discord will get to pick them. So I normally do these charity drives for about 2 weeks or so until we meet the goal. And yeah, that's going to be running in the background. I do have the dunk tank and punishment wheel stuff set up, but while I'm in a collab, I'm going to be delaying that for later. If you make a donation, it will be logged, and I will make good on that donation. But out of respect for my co-host, I reserve the right to hold off on the dunk tank and whatnot until later, because it can be very time consuming. Let's see. Let me check the other window real quick. Okay. Yes. So before we dive into the tier list, why don't we do the game duel real quick?
Yeah.
Game
All
duel,
right.
game duel.
Uh,
Test
it
the
helps if
brains.
it helps if I spell it right. Let me get the proper window share. Yoink. All right. Now I have not done the game duel today. Larry Knock, good to see you. Are you telling me this Reku is Jired?
Jired.
Jired? I don't.
I was.
I
about to
don't
ask
know that
as
word.
well, I have no idea what that means.
Oh,
What?
it's
What?
Unjira's your Reku. It's just your name.
Oh, Jirud. Oh,
Your name.
Oh,
I'm a verb. I get to be a verb today. That's awesome. Okay, let's start with the cover art. I know exactly what this is. This is Scribblenauts.
Oh, this is okay. This is a new one for me then. Cool.
Oh dang.
Unlimited maybe.
it is the correct franchise.
It's just a.
Is there another Scribblenauts game?
Oh, there are.
different-
Oh shit, there are more than
Yeah.
one. Okay,
Not unlimited.
Super.
Probably not. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Super Scribblenauts.
Oh, for the DS.
I played the original Scribblenauts on. Was that Nintendo DS that came out on?
I think so.
Yes.
I remember. Most situations can be solved with a gun, such that there are
Yeah.
such that there are like bonus points you get for not using a gun in your solution.
Yeah.
This is some kind of Kingdom Hearts.
I would say Kingdom Hearts 2. I think it's that era.
2 as in the actual number, or some of this bullshit
Yeah,
up here.
the Roman numerals. 2.
Okay.
It's not that one. It might be 358 over. Oh, that's Roxas. So I don't know. Weird.
I've only ever played Kingdom Hearts 1. I kind of bounced off of it pretty quickly,
Is
and
the collection an option?
no, I think it's split up
No.
into individual titles.
Okay, cool.
Oh no.
Not 2. It's not. That doesn't look like 3 to me, but
The illustration looks a bit dated for it to be 3.
yeah.
There's too many Kingdom Hearts games.
And it doesn't look like Dream Drop Distance because Roxas isn't front and center on that one.
Chain of Memories. That's a
Maybe?
series of words. Okay, it's not that one.
Oh, Birth by Sleep.
Does that mean every day we wake up, we are reborn?
Yes. God, that's
And of course, here's Mickey ready to kill somebody in the middle. Famed lover of violence, Mickey Mouse.
good game, by the way. Birth by Sleep rules. Feet?
Wait, is this
Interesting
shit. I'm gonna feel like an idiot. Wait. Okay, I thought it might be Alvis from Xenoblade, but it's not.
Is Albus not even an option?
He is not.
What?
But like, I'm not crazy, right? Those look kind of like Alvis's boots,
Yeah,
or
those
certainly
look
the
like
color of
boots.
his pants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I think his pants kind of a weird thing going on where there's just a straight connected. There's no break between the feet and the pants. It's weird.
Wait. These are two people standing side by side. Look at the orientation of the feet.
I think
No,
it
no,
must
no.
be
The
one
foot on
curved.
our right is like kicked back with a bent knee.
It's weird perspective. Could this be a Valkyria Chronicles character?
Maybe.
Thing is, I don't remember the names of anybody from that
Yeah.
from that
the
game.
problem is I don't know the names of characters.
I only ever played the first one.
Just like lyrics, I know nothing.
Average guesses are only 3 attempts.
Yeah. So, video game
Th-
character with fur boots or like fur lining.
There's just not a lot to go on here. I'm tempted to just burn a skip and see if we can get more of the picture.
Yeah, if you skip this guy.
I think, yeah.
Okay, definitely Valkyria Chronicles. I
Okay.
recognize that's definitely an outfit. Yes, that is an outfit. Shit, but what character?
You're telling
Is
me
it the outfit of all time?
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me that's clothes?
I mean,
Looks like comfy clothes.
if it wasn't, then I'd be violating terms of service.
True.
Hmm.
Shoot. Okay, I've only played Valkyria Chronicles 1. Wasn't there a character who was the totally not analog for the Jewish people? Who was like the main character's adopted sister or something? Short, dark hair?
This is getting complicated.
I can't remember her name.
I haven't played
I haven't played
these
yet.
games.
Mm.
Yeah, I wish you could put in the franchise and get partial points.
I feel like if you get far enough, you can type in by the game, but that's only on like your last or second to last.
Mm.
I mean, Valkyria Chronicles 2: Legend of Curly's Gold. There's a crossover I didn't know I wanted. I'm just gonna skip because none of us know the name. Search by game in one attempt. I'm just gonna skip ahead because same deal.
Yeah.
Yep,
Now
that's who I thought it was. Valkyria. Oh, shit. Okay, it's not Velkin because that's the guy.
She looks
Vic,
like
good to see
Melissa.
you. I think. Wait. I know. Okay, I think it's. Crap. It's one or the other, and I'm gonna feel like a dingus.
Hmm.
Thing is, I feel like Alicia might have been a scout character who had like twin tails. I'm gonna go with Isara and pray to God.
Hope for the best.
I was right.
Wow.
Nice.
Yo, it's character 420.
Oh. Huh. They've only
She's-
started doing that recently.
He doesn't look entirely stoned enough for that. Although I don't know, war does strange things to people.
That's true.
Okay, keywords. I am bad at this. Pizza, metals, and slicing.
Slicing? Papa's Pizzeria? There's no Papa's games? Ugh.
Is a game with pizza?
Not
Pe-
Pizza Tower. There's not
Yeah, I don't think there's
Is it
slicing
probably
involved.
Pizza Tycoon?
Pizza
That
Tower.
sounds like
You know,
Yeah,
I want to
they-
try that anyway just to see. Okay, that's not it.
Frying pan, laming eyes.
and rolling dough.
What are laming eyes?
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't.
I have no idea.
Oh, is it Cooking Mama?
Wonder if maybe it's an overcooked game.
Maybe.
Okay, it's not that. Stylus controls. Could be Cooking Mama.
Could be Cooking Mama.
But it would be a Cooking Mama.
Well, I mean, if we get the right saga, we can brute force
Yeah.
it.
That's true.
Okay, it's one.
Nice.
Oh.
Huzzah.
Was it on DS? That's crazy.
It was.
Wow, that game
Oh,
is
yeah.
20 years old. I did not realize that.
Cook Off was on Wii. That's right.
Okay, and then the guess. I usually start with Mario Galaxy because like that knocks it right in the 2000s and
yeah.
either it tells us it is or is not Nintendo.
Let's go for it then.
Okay, so definitely not
It is
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
This game is the opposite of Mario Galaxy.
Newer than.
It is Nintendo.
Call of Duty, Modern Warfare.
Fortnite.
Fortnite would be good too.
Isn't Fortnite on? Is Fortnite on Nintendo systems?
Oh, it is.
Is it?
You know, TP Destiny's a good suggestion. I'm gonna roll with that.
Yeah. Oh, how I miss you, Destiny 1.
I played a little bit of Destiny 1. I enjoyed it, but I didn't keep up with it.
Okay.
Okay, so it's on
game.
one of the listed platforms, and it's
Mhm.
newer than 2014.
Which means it's probably PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
Although,
Mhm.
were there still
It's a
It's
first.
not a
Judging by perspective, it's a first-person game.
First
You're
person,
right, because it's
that's
not.
maybe
It wasn't
something
third.
else.
The first-person action, science fiction, warfare.
But not a
Well,
shooter.
not a shooter. Possibly. What was the one? Would we count Dead Space as a shooter? Oh wait, no, because it has to be first person. Excuse me.
Yeah.
What about when did Soma come out?
Oh.
Is Soma co-op?
No, it is not.
Hmm.
But we've had single player
How about the original
in
Kingdom
both
Come Deliverance?
games and had it be yellow.
I've never played Kingdom Come Deliverance, so I can't speak to
So-
that.
That could
I don't
be
know
it.
if it has to be co-op.
You know, that's
Yeah, that's true.
true.
But did Soma come out after 2014? That's what I don't remember.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Well,
That's a third person game. I
We'll
was gonna say-
try Soma, then we'll try Kingdom Come.
Okay.
Not Samba, Soma.
Samba.
Samba.
Ooh, puzzle
Okay,
adventure indie game.
which I believe, would that exclude Kingdom Come? I'm not familiar with this publisher.
I think. Yeah, I don't think Kingdom Come is indie.
And it's single player only.
Oh, The Witness. That's possible.
The timeline sounds about right.
When did that game come out?
I guess we'll find out.
I don't immediately know.
2016.
It's entirely possible.
Bingo!
That's in
Yes!
TP got it.
God, I got a little bit into that
Thank
game.
you, TP.
It was lost.
TP, thank you for the assist. I've never played The Witness, so I just would not have gotten that.
Play Monkey Island first to prepare your brain for that.
I remember playing Monkey Island
Interesting.
on a DOS emulator on like a Windows 95 laptop my dad borrowed from work.
It's
Hell
a cool
yeah.
game.
Good times, good times.
I got so overwhelmed with some of the puzzles in The Witness.
I feel like the puzzle design in Monkey Island, because that was a LucasArts game.
Yeah.
Like the puzzles aren't as obtuse as like rub every item against every interactable to see what happens that some of the Sierra games were super bad about.
hmm
Like, I feel like the Monkey Island games, there was a logic to it versus just, I mean, it was bullshit, but it was bullshit you could follow and laugh at it.
You have to follow cartoon logic. Like, there's a puzzle in the third game where you, like, tear a guy's skin off his back to get a map that he got tattooed on. Like,
Oh, God.
Oh my god!
Oh, my God.
Irish.
That's an Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode.
but it's like, the character is like, there was some way to get this map off of his back. Like, surely it's not like rip it off of him, right?
Trace it or anything.
No.
Just gotta
Wait a
steal
minute,
this
wait a minute, this
person's
is-
skin.
Sky, you might, yeah, Sky talks on, you might catch this point of reference. This is the plot of Golden Kamui.
It is the plot of Golden Kamui. You are
I need to
correct.
finish watching that show.
I also remember.
Cairo, I am in fact old. I have the button to prove it.
I'm old.
I just realized
Wait,
I
is
have
it an
done.
old button?
Yes, I have a button.
Button.
I'm old. Oh, I know that
old.
character now.
I have a button that pops up. I'm totally blanking on his name.
Person.
Gerson, thank you. That pops up Gerson from Deltarune. He goes, "I'm old."
Might go.
Amazing.
I put that in on my birthday because I'm old.
It does
Yep.
need to. For the record, I have outranked Reku in the Unk status, though. We have this.
How is that
measured.
possible?
Oh yeah, we did a quiz on that a while ago, and I think I barely
Oh.
registered as like on the unks. I'm on the unk spectrum, but like way the hell on the like younger side of it. And somehow Tucson, who I am significantly older than Toxan Memoria, Toxan is way younger than Reku Memoria, is higher on the unk scale.
Yeah.
Toxin is
He
just an old soul.
Are you 40 or 50 years old and do not need this?
Hey, I'm not there yet. Did I say that out loud? No. I just realized I have done a faux pas. I did not actually, I have 3 guests with me, and I didn't actually give them the chance to introduce themselves, so I apologize. Do we want to go down the line on introduce yourselves for people watching?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Nerdzilla, let's start with you.
I'm Nerdzilla. Well, as the name suggests, I'm a nerd, and I'm here.
Nerdzilla
Whatever is there to
Nerdzilla is probably the most frequent regular in my channel and the record holder for most potatoes thrown at my face. I think you're well over 20,000 at this point. Let me bring up the counter. Ow.
Oh,
Thank you. Well, now it's just going up from there. That's
There
not
we
it.
go.
Perfect.
Oh my
Thank you.
God.
21,909 potatoes have been thrown at my face, and down I go.
that is a lot of potatoes.
That is a lot of potatoes.
What's the grand total?
Grand total is like 43,000 or so. Let me check that.
So
you make up
Nerdzilla, you've
almost
thrown
half of that.
half of the potatoes.
Crazy.
44,452.
Good
I gotta
lord.
throw more potatoes.
Yeah, I'm
Hey.
I'm the
falling
biggest.
behind on my
I'm the
potatoes.
biggest shareholder of this stream.
Nerdzilla, you've also do a lot with looking up like old computer audio systems and like MIDI synthesizers and whatnot. And you did some really cool, like, what do you call them? Corruptions of like some of the Deus Ex music. I use those around my Halloween streams.
Oh, funnily enough, another one of those just got uploaded onto Chip Furnace.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to borrow those
Oh.
the next spooky season. Okay. Sky. I think everybody here knows you already, but please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Skylarka.
Oh.
I'm a silly little opossum. Rekujira
hello.
rigged my
Lily has
my
just joined.
my live 2D. Hi, Lily.
Hey, Lily.
I stream on Twitch. I make music. I'm a goofer, and I haven't been streaming lately because I've just been
Hello?
busy or not feeling well on stream days, which has been a bummer. But I'm really excited that I'm here.
I'm really glad you could make it. Sky is one of the biggest inspirations for getting me into streaming. You can, in fact, blame Sky for a lot of the things you see here. Because through Sky, I met a bunch of the crew from Gatai Universe and all those adjacent friend groups. And yeah, had I not met Sky, I probably wouldn't be doing this right now. So everyone blame Sky. Thank you very much for getting me into this very silly hobby.
All your
It's all
fault.
my fault.
Also, and this is a
Sky.
story. This is a story I like to tell. When I started playing Final Fantasy XIV, back before Heaven's Ward came out, it's been a while. Sky and Giselle kind of adopted me somehow.
Listen, first I missed my chance to assassinate Yoko Taro, and now I had to find out Skylarker is the reason why Reku streams. Thanks, Sky.
This is the best day ever.
Not to say sucks. Yoko Taro still lives. I couldn't beat the last song. I challenged them, and then suddenly it was a rhythm game battle.
So, Lily, you just got back from the you went to the Nier concert recently?
Yes, we went to the first showing of the Neo Orchestra 2026.
That is so cool. I want to ask you about that later. We're going down the line and doing introductions right now because I was flustered and forgot to do that at the top of stream. Toxan, why don't you introduce yourself to the wonderful people here?
It's me, Toxin Memoria. All my streams are out there in one place. You can find them. No, I'm a variety streamer. Hello. I do video games and apparently a lot of Dragon Quest. I torment myself with it. Hello.
You've also been inflicting Dragon Quest on other people. I understand Plushy Pixie has been playing through the series and is thoroughly enjoying it.
Yes, I'm glad. It's been a bit bizarre, but yeah, it's been nice.
Bizarre.
Toxan, the shout out I'm going to give to you is that you, in fact, never stop cooking. You are a very talented individual. You do illustration, you do your own live 2D rigging, you do music composition. Like, it seems like you're always working on something cool, and that's actually very inspiring.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
We call Toxan never stops cooking Memoria around these parts.
There's a reason for that. Can y'all guess why?
Man, they always be cooking that meth.
We have to cook, Jesse.
Yeah, we gotta cook, fuck, I forget your name.
Okay, and
Jesse.
How much for me to get some?
Put on pre-order.
Lily, why don't you introduce yourself for the wonderful people watching?
I'm the cat. I'm gonna grab my mic. Sorry. I'm chewing on mints because I thought it would be longer. Now I gotta spit my mints out. Thanks, Vacu. God, you're just
I'm
making this day
sorry.
fun.
I'm
Hi,
sorry.
Lily Cat. I'm
It's
Lily
all
Cat.
your fault,
Oh,
Raku.
wrong button.
Yep. I'm Lily Cat, the cat in the eyes back, conductor of the World Express, and your guide to the world of gaming. I am a variety streamer who does a lot of cosplay, and ironically, IOL and VTubing. My VTuber has cosplay outfits, and I cosplay in real life. Both are fun.
Yeah, your Live 2D avatar has at least from what I've seen, like 3 or 4 different outfits. Like you got your base outfit, you've got a Mass Effect outfit.
Yep. We have the marathon outfit, and then we
Right,
have
marathon.
the businesswoman outfit because my community decided the first outfit we should get is me as a office worker. I think my chat is trying to tell me something.
Mm.
That and also
that business
because
one is real nice though.
it stems from because I hide in my Discord while I'm at work because I work from home, and sometimes I forget to mute myself, so people hear my customer service voice. Now they just don't tell me because they love to tease me about how it sounds. So after the call, they'd be like, "Oh, Lily," I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! Fuck you! Shut the fuck up! It's all I know.
So-
I'm not this nice."
I wonder if as like a charity reward or not charity, excuse me, like if you ever do like a punishment game stream or something, one of the things on the wheel has to be like business voice for 10 minutes.
That's what I have
Wow.
as a redeem is.
Oh, it's already there.
Calling. Yeah, my redeem is called "Thank you for calling," and then the outfit redeem is put the fries in the bag because I gotta get a day job. I can't be a cat going to the internet. I actually gotta go to work.
Lily, when we first got to talking, you showed me some funny clips of you breaking video games, like things glitching out.
Yeah,
That seems to happen to you a lot.
Listen, my existence just causes games to break. I'm sorry that just by existing, the game will break around me.
One particular one I remember, and Sky, you'll appreciate this. Lily sent me a clip of her playing Fallout New Vegas, and she was in
Which one?
she was in Mr. House's his life support chamber, and the life support bed that's like bolted down to the floor is not an interactable, but somehow Lilycat made the thing ragdoll.
So what happened is, so the whole entire unit that Mr. House is in is actually considered one body.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have the bloody mess perk and you go to fuck around with the corpse and beat it up, it causes funny things to happen. That's how that glitched out, is because that's considered part of his body. So when bloody mess goes off, it bugs out the game.
Incredible.
That's great.
I love New Vegas. I'm so excited for the remasters because I can't figure out which mod I downloaded that breaks the game. And I'm afraid it's going to be the one mod that I want it to be, so I just haven't touched New Vegas.
I haven't played New Vegas in a long time. I've debated picking it back up, but like, I have a hard time replaying games, let alone long ones, but I have a meaning to replay New Vegas.
I do too. I have the notoriously bad issue of I went from I sell my games before I finish them to now I just buy games and don't play them. Because my
so Steam's business model.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I run into that issue a lot of just like, I went from, damn, I keep finishing my games to I can't finish a fucking game. Games are way too fucking long. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm definitely finding that I like games that are like, I can appreciate, I'd rather have 10 to 12 hours of like A grade content than like 30 hours of like C plus B minus bloat. I just get bored with that stuff very quickly.
I'll do one more hot take and then I'll let the rest have the floor because I'm a yapper. I missed when $60 games for like maybe 5-6 hours experience. I bitched at it before, and now that I'm old, I'm like, I don't have time to play games.
Yeah.
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 Lily, I also invited you because a bunch of the games on my list are games I know you've played. So I would love to get your take on a bunch of them. Like, I think we have some pretty overlapping taste in shooter and action games.
I'm looking at your games.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, when you played Mirror's Edge this year, holy shit.
Which one? Sorry?
Mirror's Edge?
Yes, I did. I never played Mirror's Edge before, and so I got to it this year.
Oh, I have words. Words.
I have things to say, but
I love that game.
I have things to say. We'll get there. So these are all the games I played on stream in 2020 or year 3, as it were. A couple of these are repeats or things that I also played in 2025. So I'm gonna go and get those out of the way, and then we'll start with the the stuff that is new to this year. Part of what got me into streaming is, you know, like kind of like what Lily was saying. You know, I would buy games on Steam, I would intend to play them, and just never get around to it. And in getting into streaming, that has actually helped me tear through my backlog a lot, because that is 2 evenings a week, give or take, where it's like, okay, I'm making time for this. I'm going to take my time, enjoy what I'm doing, and just not treat it like a chore list I'm trying to clear through. Because we're all working adults. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You have a full work day, and maybe it's not a bad day, but it's a tiring one. But then afterwards, you gotta cook dinner, clean up afterwards, blah, blah, blah. And by the time you're ready to relax, you're so brain fried that like you spend your evening either browsing, finding something to watch, not actually watching anything, but trying to find something to watch, or doom scrolling on your phone. Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
my thing, because you speak about having a job, has been I've been watching a lot of Brian F lately for Choke on Souls. I love his tier list of it's not easy, hard, blah blah blah. It's employed with child, employed, work from home, has a job.
Oh my god, I love.
Soldier has no job, so this is the character you should play.
This is a straightforward tier list, but I love tier lists where the criteria, like the rankings, are not like is not linear. It's just sort of off the wall like that. I'll have to think about that sometime.
You employed with a child. Here's the character. Here's the easy character for you to play.
Good God. I love that.
The FGC. I love the FGC. Loves to just have fun.
See, Vic says, I see no Cultic. I played that off stream. Yes, I did play that off stream. This tier list, I'm keeping it to things I played on stream, because there's a little bit of a twist factor here. This is not simply, is this a good or bad game? It's, did I enjoy streaming it? That's also part of the criteria, because some of these games I really love playing, but maybe it wasn't the best thing to stream, or vice versa. You know, maybe I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much on single player, but something about when I was streaming it really put it over the top. That's kind of how I'm approaching this.
Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV last year was a bit of a weird one.
That was a weird one. It's back on the list this year, and I have something different to say about it. And we'll get there.
It better be about how great Wooklamat is. I will tell you right now, I do have 17 trained assassins on you. If you say anything, if you shit talk my Hokage, I will destroy you. We have the Google Docy ready. Don't you fucking dare.
You know, Final Fantasy XIV is a repeat, so why don't we dive into that one first? First things first, call down the assassination squad. Wooklamat is a fantastic character.
I actually do have one question. Are you current? Because I am 2 patches behind. And
I am current. I will not be talking plot spoilers.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So, okay, little bit of Reku history. Final Fantasy XIV was the first thing I ever streamed. When I started streaming back in 2023, I was actually streaming my attempt to do the Pandemonium Savage raids with the playgroup at the time. That was a horrible thing to start streaming with, because I was a healer, and I found out very quickly, oh, I can either pay attention to chat and be a good streamer guy, or I can keep the party alive. I cannot do both.
Wait, was this Savage or normal?
Savage.
Okay, that makes infinitely more sense.
Yeah, this was Savage. I have done a little bit of Savage raiding before. I lose patience with it about the first time we finally clear a boss. I've learned that about myself, which is why I don't stick with Savage. So that was kind of how I got started. For the longest time, Final Fantasy XIV was kind of my comfort food game, and so I really didn't know if for the longest time, I didn't enjoy streaming it, because it just didn't feel good to play. So in prior years, I would probably put it at maybe a C tier, but I have gotten back into it to catch up with patch content, not talking spoilers, and honestly, just logging on just kind of stop worrying and love the tacos. I've had a much better time streaming Final Fantasy XIV this year, so I'm going to drop that into B tier. It's not one of my go-tos, but I've had a good time doing it.
What changed from last year? How is it? How does it feel better for you?
I think last year I was just getting burned out on the game. It became kind of a big chore list of things to do that I felt compelled to do versus actually wanted to do.
Right.
So I took about 6 or 8 months off of the game. I just canceled my sub for the first time. And when I came back, I was like, I just needed time to refresh. It had nothing to do with streaming in and of itself, but I just felt kind of ready to come back to it.
I go through that with Final Fantasy as well. Like, I've been basically since Endwalker finished. I barely was playing Final Fantasy. I would play like once a month, and I would do like little things here and there, and not really do much. And then, probably like a month ago, I just felt like super ready to play it, and I've been playing it, like mainlining it again.
I think what I'm doing this time is I'm actually catching up on content that I missed versus just doing the loot treadmill. Yeah. The loot treadmill is what got me burned out. And meanwhile, there's a whole bunch of jobs I haven't leveled. There's a whole bunch of quest lines I haven't done. Like, I haven't finished Hildebrand. And Hildebrand is what got me to play this dumb game in the first place. I'm not kidding. Sparrow made the mistake of showing me the Hildebrand cutscenes. And I was like, well, now I got to play this game.
Sorry, just hold on a moment. Was Skylarker talking before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hear them.
What?
For some reason.
That's strange. I can hear Sky.
Everybody else can hear me?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That was a bit. I'm sorry. I really like you, Sky. That was mean. I'm sorry. Holy shit.
That's okay.
I don't know why I can't hear her.
Is it possible you might have right-clicked her name and, like, accidentally hit, like, a mute button or something? Like, right-click on her name in Discord and see if you can adjust a volume slider?
Yeah, not muted, full volume.
What?
Weird.
That's weird.
I would try leaving the call and coming back.
Yeah, try that.
I'll do that.
Did Sky mute you?
I don't think that's
maybe.
a thing.
Yeah, no,
Well,
you can mute people in stream. Did you mute
Oh,
them?
I've talk again, Skylarker.
Hello?
There we go.
Hooray, it's fixed.
No, Discord just fucking Discord.
Discord hates us.
Discord moment. Just like this
Never
week,
change
DMs
Discord.
went down twice. So
Hooray, vibe coding.
Yeah.
Never change Discord. Please go bankrupt.
Yeah.
No, please
kind of
don't. I don't want to swap to Fluxo or whatever. Just don't do the ID thing, please. Discord.
TeamSpeak. I remember TeamSpeak.
TeamSpeak keeps. Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh, sorry. I'm also just kind of in the rut of 14 right now because I tried to Omnicraft and that.
Ooh.
I got frustrated because it was like I'm doing everything I need to, but I can't make anything. Like I tried doing like in-game crafting, even with like the macros and everything, and it just kept failing. And I was like, do I want to grind for materials for another like 2 hours?
Getting your Omnicrafters up, like, if you're not in the right headspace for it, it is torture because you're just watching a progress slider. That's all you're doing for like 10 hours.
And I can just fail sometimes, and then you're like, well, back to the drawing board. And I enjoy the story. When I'm working on the story in the MSQ, I really have fun. It's when I try to do something else, I'm like, I don't know.
So, you know what I've been really into the last week or so?
What at?
Oh no.
Chocobo racing.
I have never done chocobo racing in 14.
Content, I have never... I tried it out when they launched it. I hated it. Thought I would never do it. And then, I don't know, the other day I was in the Gold Saucer doing the cactpot, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try chocobo race. And I had a lot of fun. And so I was like, I'm gonna try breeding my chocobos. And so I did. Now I'm at tier 6 out of 9 in the chocobo progression.
I look forward to you breaking that like you break other aspects of Final Fantasy 14. Sky, I'm gonna tell this story. Back during Realm Reborn, I was not present for this, but I heard the legend. Sky was a warrior main. And back in that era, like, warrior could output some really crazy DPS. Back before they sort of homogenized the tanks. And I heard from Giselle that there was at least one instance of Sky tanking a dungeon as warrior while simultaneously eating a bowl of ramen and out DPSing all the DPS. Back when you could do that.
I miss those days.
Those were the days. Swap.
I missed it.
Swap. So your Defiance was off, and just you'd have DPS level damage and just AoE everything. And so
the days where you could actually fuck over your DPS as a master theologian because TP was a thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, you youngins, back in the day, Astrologian actually didn't just give a flat buff. You actually had to pay attention to what cards you were using. And one of them was you can speed up the cooldowns for melees and range DPSs. Unlike so to make it so like you had a resource to manage like casters did till they just stopped fucking caring. Was TP. So if you gave enough of your cards onto the DPS, you could in fact ruin their DPS because they run out of TP and they can't do anything but auto attack.
I genuinely miss those days of Astro where the cards mattered. I loved playing Heaven's Word and Stormblood Astro. And then after that,
I feel like Heaven's Word was absolute peak class differentiation in Final Fantasy.
Heaven's Word Dragoon and Astro were just so fun. And challenging.
During Heaven's Word, Monk was completely broken. Like unplayably broken because they started introducing the mechanics where you had to like wait for mechanics to happen, and Monk you couldn't wait. You it would break your DPS. You'd have to start over and over again to keep your
Monk is all about maintaining momentum.
Yeah.
Or was rather.
Like so like Monk was totally borked during Heaven's Word. But beyond that, I feel like basically everything just had a really good identity that worked really well in the game, and all the classes felt different, and I miss those days.
I really enjoyed the challenge of Dragoon of like, how many Garskugels can I get off in 1 minute? If you can get like 2, you're pretty good. If you can get 3, you're crazy.
I miss not DPS, excuse me. Yeah, I know, I miss DPS stance on healers.
Oh, yes.
What is the state of Red Mage currently? I don't know where it is on the meta because I don't keep up with that. Red Mage is pretty fun.
Red Mage. I mean, there's other preferred casters.
I feel like Red Mage has been pretty consistent as far as like where it fit.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been pretty consistent. I don't think it's ever had a phase where it was OP or underpowered. If you like Red Mage before, it's basically that with more steps in its combo.
It's like the one caster that's remained pretty much the same from each expansion.
Yeah, Red Mage has never had a major rework, at least not yet.
Okay,
Curious what's going to happen with Evercold.
I'll be honest, I don't miss having to break my fucking hand in my opener as a summoner to do optimal DPS. That's still insane. The summoner DPS rotation before what it is now.
The one person I know who really misses old summoner was a WoW exile. So I take their talk of the subject with a grain of salt.
Yeah. They crave something different.
Okay. Oh, and one more bit about Final Fantasy. I am actually drinking a Final Fantasy themed beverage right now. I am drinking a Eurekan potion as featured in the second official Final Fantasy 14 cookbook.
Oh, is that the high potion one? Is it, what is it like?
It's not the same drink, but it's from the cookbook in that series. This is whiskey, lemon juice, hojicha, and ginger beer.
See,
pretty good.
My favorite is the high potion, which is a sprig of rosemary, a little bit of lime, 1 pot blue carousel, 1 pot gin, and 1 pot. Oh, I forget the third one. It was curacao.
I think you had to make like some special syrups for that. That's why I haven't tried that recipe.
No, you didn't have to make a syrup for it.
Oh.
You literally could just do rosemary, lime, and the 3 boozes, and it tastes just the same as if you made the syrup or not. The syrup is just fancy, but it tastes just the same.
I'll have to look that up. Okay, moving down the list. These next few games are also things I played in 2020, or I keep referring to by year 2, but I played them again in year 3. In no particular order, we've got Peak, which, I mean,
I'm sorry, I looked at the list again. I saw Detroit Become Human. Are you sure about that one?
I am sure about that one. I genuinely enjoyed my time with that. We'll get there. I'm gonna put Peak A tier. Every time I play Peak, something funny happens. Part of what I feel about these 4-player co-op games is losing should be fun. Because when things go south, they go south quickly. And like, I don't really care for Lethal Company these days because so often it's like, well, I died. There was nothing I could do about that. I was just screwed.
Yeah.
But at least when somebody trips up in Peak, it's, something funny happens. You fall out of a tree. You get burned alive by the sun. You're covered in cacti, so you die to a bunch of little pricks. Stuff happens.
With Lily, who will look down and go, "Long live the queen," and let go of you.
Of course.
I don't doubt that for a second.
Long live the queen. As the Reku falls to his death.
You can mess with your friends so much in that game too, and like when you die, you can also torment your friends. It's not like the company where you're just sitting alone.
Yeah.
You're like,
the fact that you can still talk to your friends when you're dead, like that is one of my favorite things about Peak and one of my least favorite things about Lethal.
Speaking of Peak, hey, I think yesterday or the day before just showed off a teaser trailer for the final update.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
It's gonna be so
I'm
good.
so excited. We're going back for our Scoutmaster. We leave no scouts behind, motherfucker.
I didn't know they were doing more content. I thought they were done with the game.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
this is the last one.
Yeah, it's the final ascent.
Oh, sorry, I thought went into final countdown because that's where my brain goes.
DMCA.
You can also do crowd control for Peak. If you haven't done it before, it's fucking awesome.
I need to try that sometime.
You can spawn tornadoes.
Oh my god. That would be horrible. I must try this.
I want to do that, but without the you know how there's like the mist that comes up? I think if I'm doing crowd control, I want to do it without the mist. Just have Chad try. Chad is trying to kill us, not the game.
Absolutely, yeah.
That could be a fun. Hey, now Peak is PvP.
Us versus
also,
Chad.
Shout out to Peak for adding a solo mode that can pause whenever you're alone. That's very nice. Thank you.
Oh, that's a thing now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
Solo. It's really challenging.
I need to play Peak solo so I can get better at it. I don't feel like I'm very good at the game.
I mean, I understand Nier Automata is a single player game, but you don't need to keep calling it Peak.
I need to replay Nier Automata.
Yeah, you do. I've been playing it again, and just after the concert, just being like, fuck, there was a lot of lore. I'll talk about it when we get to when you let Lily info dump about Nier.
I'm gonna put Repo in S tier. I think Repo's my favorite of those kinds of games.
I agree.
Much like Peak, like if you fail in Repo, something funny happened. Yeah, you might have gotten killed by a monster, but like even if you don't have like a shotgun or Excalibur, I mean baseball bat, there are ways you can deal with the monsters versus like, well, you're just fucked. They're adding new content every time, and the new cosmetics are a real blast. I don't play Repo that often, but I always enjoy my time, and there are so many good moments that come from it. I have never had a boring time playing Repo, not even once.
My two favorite moments from Repo is me grabbing a hammer, going where they're at, like right off the gate, run up a stairs, swing in a hammer, whack myself in the face, fall back down the stairs into a death pit in front of everyone.
See, funny shit happens. Funny shit happens. Losing is fun.
And then me going around the corner watching three of my friends fight the baby, and we all go, okay, on the count of three, we're going to lift the baby and slam the head on the ground. Because one of the enemies is a baby. So you have for like 3 to 4 people to grab them, and you can just slam them on the ground.
Yep.
Like get rid of them.
Yeah.
I still think about whenever we were
get
playing.
rid of the baby.
Yeah.
Abort the baby. Oh, wait a minute.
We were playing with Pixie, me, you, and TP, and like,
yes,
TP was like, "Oh yeah, there's fall damage, by the way," and I was already halfway down my fall. What? It exploded on contact. It was really good.
You know, I'm gonna put an image in Spud posting. It's this talk about a baby enemy just reminded me of this image.
I will pull it up to share. Let's see. Oh God, this is a little cursed.
Listen, I Lily left a joke in chat because I don't think she can say it on Twitch.
Fair enough.
Let's see if I can reposition.
Defeat the baby.
Glorious. Thank you for sharing that.
If I had a kid, that would be something I would do. Would my partner is gonna be like, "Oh, it's time to defeat the baby, huh?" And then just played Elden Ring music as I go to defeat the child.
the baby alarm has like the Dark Souls boss music meme.
Oh my god, it's just the Gape and Dragon screaming before the boss fight music kicks in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I
Another
think
carryover. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, the cosmetics just added a lot. I think that
Yeah.
really puts it into the S tier because, like, God,
I didn't know how much I wanted that.
Yeah, it adds so much.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The last carryover from 2026 that I remember right now is Zelda Four Swords Adventure, which I played with Skylarka, Toxan Memoria, and also Gwendolf.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Team Simon, as it were. Toxan, thank you for hosting us on your couch. The cup holder was especially comfy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, remember that time we all failed to break out of jail for like an hour?
I was gonna say, remember the prison arc?
Oh my god, our prison arc was great.
The tennis boss.
Oh.
God. Oh my god. So John Twitch and the FBI, please cover your ears real quick. We were not, in fact, on Toxan's couch. This was on Parsec, and there's enough latency to where synchronized events are damn near impossible. So
and
we
that
got
game has a bunch of synchronized events.
Yep. I have several clips of us failing, like falling down bottomless pits because we have to walk across a tightrope in unison. Not exactly a tightrope, but like that's the mechanic.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Would I do it again? Maybe in person, like actually in person. I feel like the internet adds so many challenges, but it was a fun series.
I also would say that it made it very funny.
Yes.
And so in terms of like, would I do that game that way again? No. But it was, for me, it was definitely A tier content.
Yeah.
Like gaming. It was great.
It also incentivizes you bullying your teammates, which is great.
You know, we can say Gwendolf here. We can say Gwendolf. No, Gwendolf was great. Go ahead.
I was going to ask how you set that up, whether it was through NetPlay on Dolphin or something else, but
yeah, it's through Dolphin basically. I had Dolphin on my side, and then Parsec, they would use their controllers.
You just ran it locally, and then you streamed it to everyone else.
Basically, yeah,
yeah.
Because Dolphin has a feature that lets you synchronize multiple sessions of Dolphin.
Oh.
Well, that's cool.
So you don't have to do it through Parsec, but
honestly,
it might not
wasn't the worst.
It might still have been too much latency.
Yeah, we would have to test. We're doing Four Swords Adventure and not Four Swords, Crystal Chronicles, which is
that's on the list. We'll get there probably.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Okay, moving along. Next up, Wolfenstein: The New Order. I think this is the first new game I started in year 3. I tried playing Wolfenstein: The New Order, but it was more contemporary, and I just kind of bounced off of it. This was years and years and years ago. I'm glad I dedicated time to play through it because this was a solid A-tier FPS. I very much enjoyed my time with it and the new Colossus. We'll get there.
And you got to kill Nazis.
You get to kill Nazis.
Any game where you get to kill Nazis is
it's a good game.
Can I advocate the game being S tier purely for the fact that they portray how fucking weird Nazis actually were in World War II? Outside of everything else they have done, the occult shit and like the experimentation and shit was wild, and they believed in a lot of weird fucking shit.
They do. Tell you what, why don't we skip ahead? I'll put Wolfenstein 2 in S tier. How about that? Because Wolfenstein 2 built on the fun excesses of Wolfenstein 1. It's like Wolfenstein 1, but more.
I like the idea that it took place in America. I love there's one entire scene where you're undercover and you're trying to meet up. Like I think it's to invade Area 51.
Yep, I know the sequence.
and you see two clan members talk to a Nazi, and you just see this Nazi clearly having like feeling more superior to the dumb Americans. And I'm just like, this is America. Look at this, because this is what, when you glorify these people, this is what they think of you. You're below them, even though you're on the same side. So America, wake up. That being said, there's little interactions. Did you know that, because so when that scene is supposed to play out, the small spoilers for the scene is the Nazi is supposed to recognize BJ, like, oh, you're Murder Billy, blah blah blah, and then like Chef shoots him and like close the damn door. Instead of giving your papers, the game doesn't tell you. You could just press the melee button and you could take the atomic bomb you're carrying and just bash his head in.
I never noticed that. That's great. Yeah, you're carrying a nuke in your backpack like it's no big deal.
Yeah, the game never tells you could do that as an option. I only found out because I accidentally dropped my controller.
You know, I bet
the input. I'm like, oh wait, what did I do?
I'm gonna call that an Easter egg, and I bet that's something they added in. Like that wasn't part of the original idea board, but somebody in the dev team got bored and is like, hey, we've got a day or two left in this sprint. Why don't we do this? What if we bash their head in with the nuke? Like, that's a bad idea. I was like, no, that's the best idea.
Because that's the thing about Wolfenstein is they have these small details. Because realistically, why wouldn't you have the option to just bash the Nazi's head in? Why wouldn't you do that as BJ Blazkowicz? And also the mere idea that BJ Blazkowicz, who is blonde hair, built like a shit brick house, blue eyes, the perfect Aryan, is Jewish, is such good commentary about how stupid the Nazis were. Because
his choice in character design is very deliberate. Even back in the 90s, they made a choice.
It's so
he was like this from the very start. They did this as beautiful irony.
Yeah, that's the whole point. And I think the reason why I love Wolfenstein so much is also just the mere fact of like, oh, if this game was made in this day and age, this would have been shit. Like this, like it would have gotten so much controversy just for the fact of killing Nazis, and I hate that way in that timeline.
I cannot wait for Wolfenstein 3 to come out and for just the worst people to shit their pants with pneumatic force.
Are we getting
that already happened when. Yeah, when the one with the girls, yeah.
Oh, that's right. They had some spin-off games.
I forget what it's called, but it's BJ's daughters.
Colossus.
Yeah, I know the one. And I know what you're talking about, Sky.
And yeah, when that game came, Young Blood, that's the one.
Thank you, Vic.
Thank you, Vic.
Old Blood is the DLC. Never mind, you're right, Young Blood.
Yeah, and so when Young Blood came out, like there was so many people were shitting their pants about a game about killing Nazis that at one of the like announcement events, the like lead dev for the game, I forget if it was like E3, it was one of those things, was like, if there's one thing that I want to say to everybody about our game, it's that killing Nazis is always good. And the crowd went wild. It was
good.
Remember, Chad, it's always more correct to kill a Nazi than not people. I'm sorry, your whole ideology about the superior race revolves around hate in one race. It's fucking wild and insane. That's not a utopian. No. Okay, Lily needs to stop before she gets into it.
The takeaway here is the Wolfenstein, the Wolfenstein games are very, very good. Play them.
Everyone should play them.
I really should.
Yeah.
It should be like a litmus test. You have to play Wolfenstein, and if you didn't enjoy it, we're gonna have questions.
You know, I could see that being sort of a good icebreaker. What did you think of Wolfenstein?
That's a good social test. Hey, how do you feel about Wolfenstein?
Best question for a first date.
Yeah.
How do you feel about BJ Blazkowicz being in the Nazi's head?
Totally normal question to ask.
Okay, next up we have Animal Well. I'm gonna put this in B tier because while I liked it, I tend to prefer my action platformers. It's not really an action game, it's a puzzle platformer. And I enjoy those, but they're not my direct jam. I tend to like my Metroidvanias a little bit more actiony.
Animal Well is if Halo 2 meets Halo 3.
So it's
in an
unfinished?
animal well.
We did discuss this. This is fact.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. It's animal well unfinished, like how Halo 2 was unfinished?
No, it's finished. It's just like if Halo 2 meets Halo 3 in an animal well. That's it.
Well, we'll get to Halo.
Wait.
Lily, this is a bit.
That doesn't mean the flood are involved. It's a parasitic organism in animal well.
You guys know who Video Game Donkey is, yeah?
Yes.
No, because I watch good YouTube.
Well,
I know who Donkey is. Yes.
His company released Animal Well. Like, it's his game company's first release. And in the announcement for the game that Donkey made when it was coming out, that's how he described it. He said he said it, like, I think multiple times. He was like, it's like Halo 2 meets Halo 3 in an animal well.
I love that when the marketing for a game is weird, and I'm going to count that as marketing.
Oh, it was definitely marketing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Duncan.
I don't know. I mean, I like if my media announcements weren't in a fucking orchestra. Fucking Nia. No, there was no game announcement for you asked, but that has happened before in the past. There is a version of Ending E of Nier Automata that's only exclusive to the opera. The orchestra, I mean, because
Yoko Taro's a madman.
On the 5th day of the 5th showing of the Nier Orchestra, for when they did that, instead of doing the encore performance, the voice actors for the pods A2, 9S, and 2B got on stage.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Got on stage and read out the ending of Ending E, and we found out, hey, that is actually a variation of what Ending E is in the game.
That's crazy.
I remember remarkably different last night. I remember just.
I think the mic cut out.
Oh, I think Lily muted. There was some background chatter.
Oh.
My friend Vinny was telling me how Yoko Taro got on stage. He did. Ballman did get on stage, and he was just like tracking God, and then held up 4 fingers. Oh. I wish. I wish that happened. That being said, we did get a Dragon God song in the orchestra, and that shocked me.
Oh,
that's
cool.
Great.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, they acknowledged Dragon God 3. That shocked me.
Okay, this might be the first hot take on this list. It will probably not be the last. Devil May Cry 1.
Uh-oh.
I did not enjoy Devil May Cry 1.
Huh?
I did not enjoy it. I'm not great at character action games, and I also just didn't enjoy playing this on stream. Like, I want to play more games in the series, but the best part, the part I enjoyed most about streaming Devil May Cry 1 is that one cutscene of like, I want to fill you with light. That when that one character was dramatically dying. I didn't enjoy it that much. I felt like it was, mind you, first in the series. We're talking an old PS2 era game. Based on its reputation, I was expecting like much more loud, crazy shit. But the fun shit was only in the opening cutscene. The rest of it was, I just didn't care for it that much.
Yeah,
it needed to be louder and funnier, which the series does get.
Yeah, so I guess it was like before they found their footing for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I've never played a DMC. I've watched Meat play, I think, all of them. And the later ones are very, very silly.
Yeah, I want the silly. And I think, and to Toxan's point, like, they hadn't quite found their voice yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I do want to play more on stream. I'm going to play more on stream at some point, but I was not impressed with my introduction to the series, but I am trying to give it some level of benefit of the doubt. Because again, first in the series, and we're talking like an fairly early or early mid PS2 era action game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my take.
Yeah, DMC is Capcom, right?
Correct. Yeah, Capcom.
I feel like it's something that happened across the board for their games recently, where they all got a little bit more silly. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I think 5 may have benefited from that. Versus 1, maybe they were trying to take it a little too seriously.
I feel like I've heard 3 is really good. Like if you can get over the difficulty curve or switch to easy mode, I hear 3 is very, very, very good, and it's got a lot of the ridiculousness. But yeah, I hear they get sillier as they go on, and that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Evil Dead.
Yeah. The first one, Army of Darkness, is the one everybody likes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up is a bit of a weird one. myhouse.wad, which is a mod for Doom 2.
Oh, yes.
I am putting this on A with a caveat. I very much enjoyed my time on this. Part of the setup for this is like it does really weird things with the Doom engine, and like the way the map is laid out, it lies to you constantly. They are doing so many. Nerd Dylan knows more about and can explain more about this than I ever could. I actually watched sort of like a YouTube essay on like that analyzed this. Yeah, they use every. Maybe you did send that to me. That's right. They use every trick in the book to make you think they broke the Doom engine. Weird things that are very hard to do in the engine. Yes, exactly.
A lot of it isn't the best Doom engine. Some of it is Z Doom and GZ Doom exclusive. But yeah, it is very, very wacky shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like it'd be hard for me to stream it, but it's a mod that I have a lot of respect for.
Mm-hmm. It is a little tricky to stream because like and this is sort of why I put the caveat on there. Like your first playthrough, you're not going to get the good ending, but even the ending you do get just from playing naturally, pretty good. Like I felt a feeling, and that was genuinely a cool thing. Now, if you're trying to get the true ending and you don't have a walkthrough, good frickin' luck, because so many of the clues and switches are hidden behind so many layers of stuff you wouldn't even think to look for. So I could see how streaming this could be as one who streamed this, streaming it could be a very mixed experience if you're trying to go for the true ending. Yeah. But going in blind and just letting the game surprise you, like my jaw dropped at like 4 separate times on the bad ending.
For what game?
This is the myhouse.wad modification for Doom 2.
So wait, you put Devil May Cry 1 as D?
I did not enjoy Devil May Cry 1. I just did not enjoy my time with it.
Finally, I'm actually among people who can actually have good taste in games. Listen, I understand. And Devil May Cry is a cultural touchstone. First 2 games suck ass. 3rd game is great on the Switch. 4th game is cool. 5th game's fucking peak. I love the 5th game. Oh my god.
What we were talking about at the time is like Devil May Cry 1, like give it some leniency because it was the first in a series, and as Toxane put it, they hadn't quite found their voice yet.
It was also supposed to be a more action version of Resident Evil originally.
Yeah, there was a lot of Resident Evil DNA in there, which is not a bad thing, but not what I would expect based on its reputation. But it got its own identity later on. It got sillier. Apparently, there's more pizza, which is important.
Oh, of course.
But the first one was a little rough.
I am glad they settled on the identity of it. Dante is a fucking bum who loves pizza. I love you, Dante. My pro tag.
Yeah, personality. I love that. And that's kind of what I felt was missing from the first game after the first cutscene.
See, that's what I really... Oops, sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, I feel like a lot of games from that era kind of were like, oh, we have to be the gritty action game, and it's the cool protagonist, and then we all got bored of it.
Yeah.
Edgelord was a meme.
Yeah.
See,
yeah, that's a good way to put it. Dante was kind of a generic edgelord, and then when he became like a pizza hobo, he got more entertaining.
I'm sorry I stole this back to Devil May Cry, but I was gonna say I miss the era. I miss the era when every game was a fucking cool co-op game. Splinter Cell, Conviction, Army of Two. That shit ruled. Army of Two is a fantastic game, but you have to play co-op because the aggro system sucks ass if you don't play co-op.
Mm.
And the whole point of it is the aggro system.
I generally like co-op experiences. Like, it's very rare that, well, I won't say rare. Few of the games I've played that are co-op, it felt like the co-op was detracting or like diluting the experience. I've had very few instances of that.
Yeah. I feel like the only games that I've had that with would be like Mario Galaxy, where the co-op is like, "Why are you here?"
Yeah, that one felt kind of tacked on. You're right. It doesn't take away, but it doesn't really add anything.
It feels like an afterthought.
Yeah.
And honestly, it probably was.
If it does something weird with it, like I understand, like Mass Effect later has, I think it's what 2 has some weird stuff going on in the co-op, or not.
Mass Effect has co-op.
Not Mass Effect. God, Dead Space. I always get the
Dead
names
Space
in my brain. But like, if the co-op adds something like a new element to how you experience the game, it's I think that's the important part.
I've only ever played the well, we'll get there. I've only played the Dead Space remake, so I can't speak to the later installments.
I've heard it's good.
Okay, before we continue, might we take a quick restroom break?
No,
Sure.
you don't get the piss till we're done.
Well,
This is my
another way
stream
I
now.
can phrase it is that my cat is giving me the death glare right now. So I think Kitty demands food.
Cat break, cat break.
Cat break, cat break. Okay, yeah, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm going to run an ad break to knock out pre-roll. And when we come back, we will continue with the list. Yoink. Oh. Wait.
Huh?
Okay, that looks like what it's supposed to. Oh god. Oh god. The necromorphs. They're Mpreg. That is the terrifying secret of space.
Only once. I can't believe it. Who's Steve Jobs?
Who is Steve Jobs? I don't think Steve Jobs ever existed. I think he's a lie. I think he's a lie made up by Tim Apple.
We have decided that Steve Jobs is a foot job done by Steve Jobs.
So wait. So that's like a crazy psyop to convince people that you never existed, but you're the one doing the convincing.
As a self-fulfilling prophecy. Have you ever seen The Terminator? It's like that.
So Steve Jobs is the Terminator. That's the takeaway here.
I feel like we lost a few steps here.
he's the T-2000. He's made out of liquid. He's actually still alive.
I mean, the author for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure hasn't aged in like 40 years, so who knows?
So they
are pretty much a clone of the Queen.
Well, that's because I'll be honest with you. I don't know what's up, but I've noticed that just a lot of Asian people tend to look young and then they get hit all at once. It is shocking when someone's like, "Yeah, I'm 50." I'm like, "You look 20. What the fuck is your secret?"
He'll hit the age of 70 and then it'll all catch up like some kind of curse.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back, Sky. We are debating if Steve Jobs was even real.
Raku just blows up, like my balls. And then I am in the distance.
That Steve Jobs was a JoJo stand that was functioned the same way as Wonder of You.
It's funny,
but maybe had different power sets.
I love Wonder of You.
Okay, I like how completely separated from that. Like, I made a JoJo's comparison, and Sky made a JoJo's comparison.
I mean,
amazing.
Pretty clearly, something JoJo's related was going on with Steve Jobs.
What if Steve Jobs was a walk person all along?
I would believe it. Maybe he didn't actually die. Maybe he went into rock human hibernation.
Yeah, he's sleeping right now. He's just asleep.
Yeah. Probably at the bottom of a lake or something.
He can't move because if he unfreezes, he'll drown. That's how they got rid of him. They put him in the lake. He can't if he unstonifies himself, it's gonna drown right away. So you can't move.
Who's the current CEO of Apple?
I think it's still Tim Cook.
Probably a master plan by Tim Cook to get him out of the way.
He's Tim Cooking everyone.
Tim Cook, I can't believe put Steve Jobs at the bottom of a lake and made him into his walk form, so Steve Jobs can never come back till the lake gets drained. Oh my God, we're all worried. We're all worried about global warming. The real reason why is because global warming will release Steve Jobs back. I like how we're making Steve Jobs as like eldritch deity.
I mean,
he did bring Apple back from near death.
Yeah.
So,
the guy knew how to.
He definitely
did
has some powers.
That turtleneck did seem to be part of his body. I'm just saying.
Actually, that's kind of base of him. Of go seeing what was it him or was it Gates who stole from him? Who stole from who?
Steve Jobs stole from Xerox, and Bill Gates stole from Steve Jobs.
Okay, because I was gonna say because someone did the point and click first, and I was like, kind of based of Steve Jobs to steal that from Bill Gates, but because I fucking hate Microsoft right now.
Yeah, they're kind of burning a lot of good. All of the big game publishers are burning all the goodwill right now.
Just fuck the entire game industry right now.
It's true.
Well, why don't we flip this around? How
about let's talk about games we actually do enjoy.
So speaking of games trying to fuck you, me side.
I knew it.
I'm gonna put this at.
What game are we doing now?
Me side. I'm debating if I want to put it in B or C.
I've never played this game, so I'm gonna. Hey, for once, Lily's gonna be quiet.
I feel like it hits the sweet spot of horror, where it's not too scary, and it doesn't insist on itself too much.
I'm gonna put it in C tier.
Yeah,
because I enjoyed it, but I did not find it scary. I did not find it scary. Like, I think it's an interesting story, and I do like games that are like meta narrative about the relationship between the player and the game. Now, this takes the term relationship a bit literally, but that's not the point.
Obsession.
But which one? Sorry,
The movie Obsession.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie. Oh, that's fairly new. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the brand new movie that everyone really likes.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in C tier because I enjoyed it. I'm glad I played it, but it's a horror game and I was not scared.
Yeah, it's
that's
kind of get the horror vibes from it, but it never, I think, really hits a high moment for that scariness.
Yeah,
that's kind of a deal breaker for horror games for me.
Yeah,
You know,
it's wholesome scary.
Game,
okay, that's an interesting way to describe it, Vic. I like that.
It's just horror.
At the very least, I'm glad it didn't just descend into like oops, all jump scares. Like they had a couple of jump scares in there, and they were rare enough that they were effective and not just annoying.
Yeah, I feel like horror video games have kind of devolved into either it's a commentary game or it's a jump scare game. So yeah, I appreciate when it's not just jump scares.
Yeah. That said, I will say one detail I appreciate. I could tell by the electrical outlets that this game was made in Eastern Europe. Because they look exactly like the electrical outlets when I was in Romania. And the breaker box might have been the same model as the apartment I was staying at.
Now, what if you made an E tier, but E for European?
I feel like that's profiling, and that is unfair to our friend from across the pond.
That's discrimination against Europeans.
This game is European.
Well, the E tier would be at the top.
Is that what the E rating means by the ESRB?
E for Europe.
European.
This is a tangent, but I'm reminded on some of the re-releases of the Metal Gear games, they had a custom, well, not custom, but like a secondary difficulties is like, easy, normal, medium, hard, extreme, European extreme. And European extreme does not fuck around. I think in European extreme, if you get spotted, instant game over.
That reminds me of a video called "When Asian is a Difficulty."
I've seen that video.
Is it by the guy who always does emotional damage and it's like a gust of wind?
I think it's the same guy, yeah.
Yep, that's them.
Oh, yeah.
That's where it comes from.
He's so funny.
Yeah, Vic, right on the money.
I mean, losing the moment I get spotted is how I play Metal Gear anyways, so...
I play Metal Gear. I try to be stealthy.
Hardcore gamer Memoria.
Yeah, I'm kind of a try now.
Toxan never saw them coming, Memoria.
No, I just rage quit and restart the level.
Yeah, I don't have the patience for that. I have a day job and a mortgage. I'm not doing that.
I don't have the mortgage yet. Maybe that's the difference.
Blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, I have a roof. I have a roof leak I need to get fixed. That's always fun.
Great.
It's not a bad one, but
my hot water heater this weekend. Haven't done it yet this year.
Oh no.
It's important.
It is. It is.
Hey, at least you're not bashing your head against a brick wall trying to get the landlord to fix it.
That's true.
This is very true.
True.
Unfortunately and fortunately, it is your responsibility.
Yep.
Yes.
I have a meme for that. I'll post it in Spud. I'll repost it in Spud posting later.
It's kind of like the duality of I'm responsible for all home maintenance.
Yep.
Because it's like I can customize things. I can hang stuff on the wall. I can fix stuff when it breaks. But then it's like
I have to pay for it all.
I have to pay for it, and I have to fix it if it breaks.
And you have to find someone to do it who won't rip you off.
Yep. I've heard of several occurrences. Thankfully, I've avoided this, but like if you call a contractor for a small thing, they won't answer your call because they only take big jobs.
Because they pay well. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of contractors and the horrors of capitalism, Dead Space.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that. So this is the 2023 remake. I played a little bit of the original release and I kind of bounced off of it. This was years and years and years ago. But for the remake, solid B tier. I really enjoyed my time with it. The reason I don't rank it higher is I felt like combat got a little repetitive near the end. And once you have enough resources, and a lot of games fall victim to this, the difficulty curve kind of plateaus once you have enough resources.
Yeah.
So
that's literally what I was going to say. Like the last chapter or so, it really just turned into shoot all the aliens or to shoot all the bad guys and just let me finish the fucking game, please.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. Like I wasn't done with it, but it's like I have seen what this game has to offer. I've seen its thesis. I am entertained, but you're not doing anything new. It was 1.5 levels too long.
Yeah. Final level was a pain in the butt for me.
Yeah. In a way that felt kind of like a time tax, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
The plasma color is very fun, though. I think the combat itself is very interesting, but I feel like it did better as a horror game than an action game.
It spooked me at a few points. I was genuinely startled.
Yeah.
But Vic does bring up an excellent point. If it's any less, if there are any fewer levels, the chapter names can't spell Nicole is dead. This is true. This is true.
Which is pretty cool.
Solid B, B plus. I enjoyed my time. Okay, time for another possible hot take. Halo Combat Evolved. C tier. I played it. I played it for its historical value. I'd never played Halo before. I can respect its success, and I'm glad I played it. But there were long expanses of that game where I was bored, and it felt very repetitive.
Reku, honestly, I'm gonna say that's higher than I thought you were gonna put it. Because like classic Halo, the thing that made it so good was the PvP.
Yeah, I should clarify. I have never. Well, you can play. Like I have the Halo Chief Master Collection, Halo Master Chief Collection, and like I think multiplayer for all that stuff does still work. I didn't play it because I'm have a job and a mortgage, but yeah, I'm only evaluating the single player.
Yeah, it was the multiplayer that really made those games so big.
Yeah,
like yeah,
that is true. I can accept that. But the single player campaign, like. I'm glad I played it. I don't see myself replaying it, at least not this version. Vic brings up the library, which is a infamous level for being just an absolute slog, and it was kind of a slog. In the remake, they do put a few visual cues here and there to like, hey, here's how you progress the level, because otherwise it's this tiny little vent in the back opposite corner of where you would ever go. So they did alleviate that a little bit in the remake, or the 2011 or so update.
Yeah. Combat anniversary, I think.
Yes. Yeah. They were on a time crunch. That's why the first game reused levels. Okay, that makes sense, because some of the levels did feel like they were literally copying and pasting the same arena like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I really appreciate Halo 1 for what it is.
I respect its success.
That I enjoy more, like ODST.
I'll be... okay, my mic is working. My mic wasn't lighting up. My mic's been finicky lately. I still think that Halo is at its best when it's like the ODST and the Marines. Because the most Halo stories I remember outside of 2 and 3, with 3 being actually really fucking fantastic. And me recently playing 2. I just every time I'm playing, it's like, man, it would have been cool if we were like I say Call of Duty, but more like Helldivers, or more like realistic serious Helldivers with the ODST, not the. I mean, you can still be silly because Halo isn't always super serious, but not as silly as Helldivers. But it'd be really cool to have like that ground ODST experience, because every out of all the Halos I remember Halo ODST. I remember Buck. I remember playing as oh god, what was you were like 6 or something? I know you were 6 in like Halo Reach. That was like you were Noble 6, but I forget what you were in ODST.
I'm new to the franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reku, if you have a next Halo that you play, I would honestly say ODST might be one worth trying because it's very different.
Unironically, Halo Wars. Halo Wars 1 and 2 are really good.
Yes. I've heard Wars is really good.
The Halo Wars series, that supplemental, like, non-Master Chief Halo story is really good. I love them having a team of 3 Spartans. Spartans are so great, they're just a single unit, like a hero unit. And if you play the Covenant plays like you play Warhammer, you have a big hero unit you're trying to level up, and that's kind of your main force. With Halo, they kind of did that with Spartans in a few things, but that was really cool. Like, they had this cool rank up system where, like, the longer units stayed alive and fought, they became more experienced. They were stronger units. So there was, like, an actual goal to, like, hey, maybe go poke your enemy a few times to get a few levels and stuff like that.
I don't know if Halo Wars is in the Master Chief Collection. I'll have to check that.
No, it's not.
It is not.
Halo
It's a
is
completely different game.
I think
Okay.
it is on Game Pass.
It is on Game Pass, and it is an RTS.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, those are real RTS games. I forgot about that. I do intend to play more of Halo. Like, I got most of the way through Halo 2. We'll get there. But I do intend to play at least through Halo 3 to actually finish the fight for once. I have sort of a running bit that amuses me because every time I'm doing what I think will be the last stream of a particular FPS, I always title my stream "Finish the Fight"
Oh, yes.
because that amuses me.
I remember that marketing.
Okay, moving on. Dispatch. I'm going to call this solid B tier. I really enjoyed Dispatch. I enjoyed streaming it. The only reason I'm not ranking it higher is as a streaming experience, it's a TV show. You are commenting on a TV show as it is happening. That is not a bad thing, but there's really not that much game to it. Like the actual Dispatch management segments are fun, but there's not a whole lot to it. Now, some things are really funny. Like if you whiff some of those missions, the flavor text is absolutely hilarious. Like I think at one point I failed a mission and a turtle mascot got beheaded, which, oops. Oops. Clarify, mascot, no actual turtles were harmed in the making of this video game that we know of. Yeah, solid B. And I would like to see them do more with that storyline and those characters. Like, it was really fun to watch. In hindsight, its value as a game is questionable, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think it depends on what you're looking for from a game.
Yeah. All right. Next one, Shadows of Doubt. Where do I want to put this one? Because I'm going to say, if you take away the streaming element, well, wait a minute. Oh, wait, I was about to get it backwards because the story I want to tell happened off stream. Ooh. You know what?
Chat Riku is cheating on you and playing games off stream.
How dare? Yeah, how dare I have existence off stream? A buddy of mine is a school teacher, and he was
belongs to us, Riku.
Please like and subscribe. I need it to live. It is my lifeblood. But the buddy of mine, there's a tangent, but it's going somewhere, I swear. He was a school teacher, and one time he was out shopping, and his student was like, I'm going to call him Mr. So-and-so because I don't want to dox him. Like, Mr. So-and-so, you're out shopping. He's like, yes, I do exist outside the classroom. I don't just hide in the classroom and wait for you all to come back. I have things to do.
Imagine if he was just like a classroom goblin. He lived in the classroom.
The Green Goblin.
The Green Goblin. Avenge me!
Instead of the Green Goblin mask, it's this hodgepodge mask of school supplies. The Green Goblin, so, like, you have the ear poking out are actually rulers.
And it's all like paper mache together.
Yeah, with just random school supplies. You have a
That's great.
Like, instead of throwing pumpkin bombs, it's dryboard eraser bombs.
Like his like heavy armor, just a bunch of number 2 pencils glued together.
Perfect.
His glider is one of the oh my god. His glider is either the TV trolley the subs bring in, or
oh my god, the TV cart.
Yeah. All those cart things you played in gym when you got a sub gym teacher and they didn't want to teach us, so they brought out the carts and you just rolled around. You just clawed on the ground on like a cart and just flung yourself around.
Oh my god.
I remember those carts.
Things.
I remember those. Let's see. Insane, good to see you. Thank you for the daily check-in. Oniagi, good to see you. Okay, back to Shadows of Doubt. I'm going to break my own criteria and rank this as A-, because the moment I want to talk about happened off stream. One of the first cases I tried to solve after the tutorial, I got stuck. I was trying to solve this for a week. It took me 4 days to solve this case because I just couldn't figure out. Like, I couldn't find any clues. Nothing was adding up. None of the locations were lining up. If you fail to catch a killer in Shadows of Doubt, they will strike again. It's on a timer, and it will not generate a new killer till you solve the old case. Well, at this point, like 3 murders have happened, so I'm investigating 3 totally separate crime scenes, trying to piece things together. And what I found out was that these 3 different crime scenes, everyone working in those offices, 3 different business offices, was cheating on each other with each other. I found a polycule of deception.
A polycule of deception is a hell of a fucking thing to say, and I'm stealing the shit out of that.
A polycule of deception. And when I finally figured out the case, there was so much catharsis. It was a sniper. There was a sniper shooting from an apartment building that had a vantage point to all 3 offices. I had to trace it on the map and look at the upward trajectory. Wait a minute. The corner apartment on the 5th floor of that building, right fucking there, that's the guy. And I caught him. When I finally caught him, there was such a catharsis that I commissioned a fan art of this. I have shared it before. I'll pull it up again. I don't have it available. I'll post it in my Discord. Or maybe after I come back for the next break. Shadows of Doubt is a procedural, immersive sim detective game. And this is a case of the RNG. The sim wrote a better story than I ever could.
I will be honest. I hated that game, and I think that game ruined immersive sims for me.
Really?
I am really bad with immersive sims.
Its onboarding is terrible. It tells you how to solve the most baby version of the case and does not give you any clue. This is part of where I got stuck. I didn't realize sniper killings was a thing. And one of the telltale clues was there was supposed to be a bullet hole decal on one of the windows, but it glitched and it didn't appear until the 3rd killing.
The game cheated you.
Yeah.
But you still solved the case.
It took me 4 days of like a panic attack to solve the case, but I did solve the case.
And there was much rejoicing.
I'm gonna go and pull up. Sorry, this is too important. I got to pull up the fan art I commissioned.
I gotta pull up the fan art I bought for myself. I'm my biggest fan.
Oh, wait, let me resize it.
Yes.
So, yeah, I did the conspiracy board meme. Because this was, in no time, standing on a cardboard box because I can't reach the sign. Yeah, like, there were 3 separate parts on this murder board where, like, this person's in a relationship with this person, but they're sleeping with this person from the other office who is also cheating on him with, like, 4 other people. It was wild. If you like immersive sims, give Shadows of Doubt a look up. I would highly recommend it. It does have a pretty sharp half-life. Once you realize how the sim works, the luster does kind of wear off. But for the first, like, 30 or 40 hours, you are going to be floored. It is fantastic.
Yeah, it's very cool how in-depth it is. I think it's kind of a game where you make your own entertainment sometimes.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's very interesting to see how the cases work. I've done the tutorial. It took me longer than it maybe should have because I kept accidentally tripping alarms and getting beat up by public people.
Yeah, that'll happen. I think I saw some instances of that.
Yeah, but it's very interesting, very cool that it's all procedural and just kind of works. But yeah, also
and it mostly works. The kicker is when the sim doesn't work, it's exactly in the way that will fuck you in that very moment.
Exactly.
Puts it on my wish list.
Yes. Mitt, good to see you. Yeah, we're going through a tier list of all the stuff I played because today is my 3-year streaming anniversary. I played a lot of games this year.
We're doing charity. We're raising money for charity.
Yeah, thank you. I meant to do that when I came back from BRB, but I got distracted and my OBS is not responding. That's cool. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well, I'll just have to do the thing verbally. We are raising money for Rainbow Railroad. Rainbow Railroad is a nonprofit organization that is dedicated to helping LGBTQ plus individuals find safety through emergency relocation, crisis response, cash assistance, and other forms of help. They are a good organization doing good work. I hate that their work is so necessary these days, but you know, I'm glad they're out there and they've helped a lot of people. And now my OBS is responding. Boom. I'm going to be running this charity drive for about 2 weeks or so. That's how long I normally do these. And I am matching all community contributions. So if you can donate $10, I donate $10. Make me pay for my wonderful taste and humor in video games. Somebody chuckled. Who was that?
Nobody.
I'm calling Sky. I'm calling out Sky. I heard Sky chuckle.
Well, I did chuckle a little, but I wasn't the only chuckle. I also heard a chuckle.
It'll be a mystery for the ages.
There's no way.
It wasn't me because I zoned out.
There's definitely no reactives that it could show.
No. If only there was a video recording I could reference later. Okay, the next one is probably the most like hyper specialized game for me on this list, and that is Quest for Glory 4: Shadows of Darkness. This is a point and click adventure RPG hybrid game from like the mid 90s, and it's one of those. I grew up playing these games. I played Quest for Glory 1, 4, and 5 a ton. And I revisited Quest for Glory 4 as part of the Dawsember streaming ring event, if you want to call it that, where a bunch of people played just a bunch of DOS games for December. And it was a really cool event. I'm going to put it in B tier because I very much enjoyed the game. I have played it before and it was fun to revisit. It is all fully voiced, and there's like a really some real heavy hitters in this voice cast. Like crap, I'm blanking on it. It was Jennifer Hale's first game leading role in a game. Jennifer Hale of Commander Shepard and many other roles. I think this was her first big leading role.
That's right.
And cool. Also, I can't remember his name. The guy who voiced. The guy who was Gimli in Lord of the Rings was the narrator. So this is an absolute rock star voice cast. Pretty fun point and click adventure game. The only reason I'm not marking it higher is that I feel like it was a bit niche. Those streams were a little on the dry side, but I was glad to play it, glad to revisit it. And if any of that sounds fun to you, the Quest for Glory anthology is available on Steam, the other S word. Take a trip through memory lane. They're all really good. Although I guess memory lane only works if you've played them before.
Yeah, fair enough. Access the collective unconscious through this game.
Yes. Or Xenosaga. One of those.
That's true.
Vic says her first role ever was a computer voice in a game called Genome. I've never even heard of that.
Gnome!
Is that a gnome stealth game?
Yes.
Now I'm thinking of a Linux distro, but I don't know much about Linux distro, so I'm just going to shut up now.
There's a joke somewhere in here,
you're
but I'm not
kind of
sure
close.
to find it.
It's a desktop environment, not a distro.
Excuse me. Thank you for clarifying. Okay, next one. I said I was going to have things to say, and here we are. Mirror's Edge.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to put it C tier because the parkour is very good. The game lasts too long, and the combat is f***ing terrible. Absolutely terrible combat. And here's the thing. I acknowledge that it's terrible by design. You're not supposed to fight your way through these things. But when you have a hard time trying to figure out where the frick you're supposed to go, the only way you can take time to look around is if you cap a bitch. And when you have no combat toolkit, it's not a good time. Yeah, I died a lot. I think I died over 100 times in that game. And it's not a long game. It's like 5 or 6 hours long. I died a lot.
Sounds like my kind of game. Dying, restarting hundreds of times in a short experience. That's the kind of stuff that I love.
Yeah, that's Battle Block Theater.
I respect its success. You know what? Yeah, there's something very Kaizo about it. You know, when you look at it that way. I mean, I'm still going to leave it as a C, but I respect its success. I respect its legacy. and I'm glad I played it. I will say I did love what they did with the use of color in that game.
Yes.
Using very bold saturated colors for certain interactables or like to mark your progress. It's sort of a precursor to the modern meme of yellow paint of plot progression, but it's a good way to keep you on track in environments that aren't nearly as open as they look, but you will get lost if you have no landmarks to go off of. So I guess another way to put it is what it does very well. What it does poorly, oh my God, it is abysmal. That was kind of my takeaway.
I had a hard time playing it whenever I tried it ages ago. I just couldn't keep up with the parkour, and I just ended up getting frustrated. But I can appreciate how stylistic the game is and how fun it is once you get the flow of it. I think I wasn't used to it at the time.
When I was playing this, somebody in chat, I forget who, was recommending. I bought a copy of it. I think it's called Ghost Runner, which is very much this kind of parkour game, but with a proper action toolkit. Also like very like cyberpunk aesthetic, which I'm finding I'm kind of a sucker for that. I'm looking forward to playing that on stream. But yeah, Mirror's Edge, very glad I played it. Not going to play it again, putting it in C tier. Pretty confident in that one.
I think if it's your kind of game, you would love it. And
yeah.
If it's not your kind of game, you might bounce off of it pretty hard.
Yeah. I will say I don't think it overstayed its welcome. I don't feel like it was a case of this one level too long. It wrapped when it needed to. And if it hadn't gone any longer, I would have probably dropped it a tier.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we have Dusk, which was, as I understand it, one of the big games that kind of kicked off like the retro boomer shooter. I don't want to call it a fad. I think that's selling it short. Trend. I'm going to call it.
I do recall it being one of the first.
Ooh, yeah, resurgence. That's a good way to.
Thank you. Yes, insane. Very good term. Let's see. Vic says Dusk, Ion Fury, and a Medieval kicked it off. I have not played Ion Fury or Medieval, but they're on my wish list. I'm going to put.
I was going to mention Ion Fury as well. It was called Ion Maiden. First.
I think Iron Fury should be D tier because of the blatant transphobia from the dev.
I'm sorry, what about the devs? I couldn't quite hear that.
The devs were transphobic. The dev is extremely transphobic for Iron Fury. Last I checked.
That's really disappointing.
If I am wrong, please correct me. But I remember there's been a huge controversy because I specifically remember refunding Iron Fury for this.
Yeah, but that's for Iron Fury, not Dusk, right?
Not Dusk, no, Iron Fury, not Dusk.
Okay, I'm gonna put
Iron Fury, and then immediately my almonds triggered and went full transphobia, death.
That's really disappointing. I try not to support developers that are actively shitty like that. Well, it's on my wish list. It may not stay there. Probably won't stay there.
Or you can just get a third party Grey Key site. I really don't care. It's not like a Harry Potter Legacy situation where if you play it, I'm gonna hate you. It's if you're gonna play it by a third party, so you don't give them money.
You know what? That's fair. That's an avenue. Dusk, I'm gonna put in A tier, probably on the lower end of A tier. I really enjoyed my time with it. Like, it's a really solid first person shooter. And part of what I like about all these retro boomer throwback shooters, or rather the games that they're harkening back to, like, things are fast. I just love the idea of just being one guy carrying an entire armory on your goddamn back, running at 60 miles an hour. I just love the way that feels, and it's fun every time. And I'm really glad Dusk helped popularize that format again.
Yeah. I think this is the same dev as Iron Lung and Gloomwood too, which is pretty cool. They have a lot of
I think it's the same. I don't know if it's the same dev. It's the same publisher, New Blood Interactive. Okay. And I've got Gloomwood. I need to play that.
It looks awesome. But yeah, I think Dusk, if anything, it can be, I think, rated high because of what it led to with other games in the same style. Really opened a lot of cool windows for people.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Oh,
next
cool.
next up. This should be a fun one. Detroit Become Human.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
S tier.
can I get this out of the way?
Please.
No, David Cage, you can't say one planet, two races with the androids. You can't just say that. I'm shocked you did.
28 stab wounds.
David Cage does and says that you can't just do, but he does and says them anyway.
Because he's David Cage, I guess.
Yeah.
Fucking Cage.
That's his
I
whole
will
vibe.
I will respect the man for like you can every David Cage game you ever play, he just fucking goes there. Like, where is there? It's different every time. Exactly this conversation. Like, you can't just do that. He fucking did. I was thoroughly entertained all the way through. Boy howdy, them some you're really stretching with those metaphors there. Like, you really shouldn't be saying that. But I have to respect the balls on that man. I mean, figuratively, not literally. I'm gonna call it solid. I'm gonna call it B plus. Solid B plus.
Game. Maybe not. It's an entertaining game to stream. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's the tilt factor here.
Really good way to put it, Tuck.
Yeah, the fact that it was streamed is the tilt factor. If I was just playing this offline, it'd probably be like, B minus, C plus. But the fact that it is a very good experience to share / inflict on people.
So as someone who studied history and one of my focuses was the civil rights movement, you can only imagine the fucking shocked eyes I had when I saw the androids had to get in the back of the bus, and I'm like, no,
yeah,
you didn't.
Yes, he did that.
No.
He did that.
Yeah.
You can't just do that, David Cage.
I feel like David Cage's like daily affirmations every day is like that one meme of I know people who use subtext and they were all cowards.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
That's David Cage's writing philosophy. Absolutely.
I see people use subtitle and I go, you guys are fucking cowards. Hit them in the head with this.
This is unfortunately relevant to me because I'm playing Heavy Rain soon. And preparing myself mentally.
I kind of want to replay Heavy Rain because I did play it on PlayStation 3 back. I still have my PS3 copy.
All right,
but I'm a little afraid.
I'm
a little afraid.
What are you scared of?
David Cage.
I'm scared of David Cage. No, there are.
He's in my balls.
This didn't happen in Detroit Become Human that I can recall, but he does like putting women in very compromising situations, and boy howdy, that does not age well. It was wrong then, and it's wrong now.
It's the kind of things that back then made you go, oh boy, and nowadays go, oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah, Detroit Become Human. I will also give him credit with this. The branching storylines, like if you're not trying to be a complete and total jerk and or fail son, you're gonna get a good ending, at least on one of the routes. But just like, I'm glad they actually include a branching pathway, like a story map. And the amount of variation, even if the true point A to point B, the end result doesn't really change that much. The fact that there is that much variation, I respect the scope of that game.
Yeah. I think that's maybe one of the coolest aspects of that whole thing.
Yeah. Okay, next up. I think this is another game that only I played. Metal Garden. This is a...
Oh, I've played this.
Oh, okay, cool. So this is a very short atmospheric FPS. I did it in one stream. It's like 2 hours long. I'm very glad I played it, but not much about it really stuck with me. I feel like I don't have a whole lot to say about it. I'm going to put it in C tier, but it is a very good piece of atmosphere. It's just it's weird to say this about FPS. It's kind of a chill, low-key experience, just kind of exploring the environment and just kind of taking a slow time with it. That said, maybe I'm just dumb and didn't notice all the things. This has happened before. But but nothing really stuck with me. I enjoyed my time, but it was kind of like popcorn. You enjoy it, but you don't really remember it.
I remember every popcorn I've ever eaten.
I will say, thanks, Vicaf.
Very good piece of ass. Things no one has ever said about me.
Yeah, I will say I do kind of feel the same about it. It was an interesting theme.
Mm-hmm.
It was an FPS game. What else is there to say about it other than the setting?
I wasn't bored in the moment. In fact, and I should clarify, like every game on this list, even Devil May Cry 1, I am glad to have played them. I don't think I've ever bailed on a game just because I was not enjoying it. But about the most damning thing I can say about a game when I'm playing it is like, I am bored. I was not bored with Metal Garden, but it was also very, very short. But there's not a whole lot to say about it. If it's on sale, it goes on sale pretty regularly. I would recommend it, but it's.
I think it does know what it is.
Yes.
If it was much longer, then it would probably outstay its welcome.
Absolutely, I agree completely.
They were probably aware of this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, moving on. Halo 2. I'm going to put a star on this one because I never actually finished it. I actually kind of rage quit this game.
Oh.
It's just like Animal Well.
Well, the first part of Animal Well. I didn't get to I haven't played the back half of Animal Well, except for the one that's in the Animal Well. I think I just confused myself.
Huh?
You're confusing me now.
So I'm going to put, even though I said I rage quit and didn't finish it, I'm going to put Halo 2 in B tier because my main qualm with Halo 1 is it got kind of repetitive and it was kind of slow. There were stretches where nothing was happening. That was just kind of like, okay, what do I do here? Halo 2 has better pacing. There's more weapon variety. There's more encounter variety. I like that you do play as What's-His-Bucket from the Covenant periodically.
Yes.
That said, I believe the level I got stuck on was Gravemind. Gravemind. I absolutely hated that level. I need to finish the game. I rage quit on Gravemind. I need to finish that game.
Yeah, that's absolutely understandable.
Yeah.
Did you play the anniversary or the?
This is the anniversary. This is whatever's in the Halo Master Chief collection. This does have the one where you can toggle between the old and new graphics. Well, then new graphics.
Okay. Yeah, you heard the cool music then at least by Steve Vai, so there's that.
Yeah, the music's great. I love the compositions on the game. And yeah, Vic is right. Keith David voices the Covenant guy, Arbiter.
Oh yes, the Arbiter, yeah.
Anytime Keith David shows up, I'm just glad to hear his voice. The guy is fantastic. And if any of you haven't watched Has Been Hotel, he is having the time of his life voicing Has Been Hotel. He is so glad to be there, and you can hear that in his performance. I love that for him.
Yeah, Arbiter is one of my
Keith
favorite
David.
characters in Halo. I'm always happy when he shows up.
Yeah.
That handsome alien.
I guess, to put it simply, Halo 2 is Halo, but more. I felt like Halo 1... Go ahead.
Keith Davis has awoken in me. Hi, the Swing Haley are kind of very attractive when they all sound like Keith David. Listen, those mandibles are doing things to me.
He's got a fantastic voice.
It's pretty great that he's really, really tall in Halo 5.
I haven't gotten there yet. I'll find out.
He's really tall.
Okay. Then what do we got after that? We're getting just a heads up, temperature check. We're about 2/3 through the list, and I know some of these last ones are going to go super quick. Do we want to take another break real quick?
I'm okay.
We can power through.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep going. Okay, RV there yet? I'm going to put RV there yet in B tier because compared to some of the other 4-player co-op like Peak or Repo, it's a bit more focused and there's not much variety. I mean, it's just one map and all of this is by design. I feel like it's a narrower experience and it's entertaining, but I felt like it gets kind of monotonous after a while.
I've never seen people go back to RV there yet. I saw.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I don't know people who go back and replay the map. Like I think they added a second map, but once you've done it, you're kind of done. There's no real variety to go back.
Yeah, I like the gameplay. I never played it myself, but I like the actual gameplay experience. It's cool.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
It's funny to be a little guy who can drink and smoke cigarettes. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, smoking helps you run faster, just like real life.
And also destroy a car violently and horrifically. It's pretty great.
Oh my god. I was playing this with TP, another couple of folks from Eldenwood, and I think most everyone on this call knows and or has played games with TP before. Yeah. The weird things that man can do with winches. Like, that's not how physics works, but TP makes it work. Very fun to watch him play. Just watch a master at work.
Yeah.
The physics engine glitches in the most hilarious ways.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that TP is secretly one of those science educator YouTuber people who play with like snatch blocks and pulleys and things like that for fun?
If TP ever gets a physics degree, we should all be very afraid.
Yes.
Vic says, thank you for not calling them friend slop. Yeah, I was specifically avoiding that.
It's friend core. That's what I call
friend
it.
core. I like that. I might start using that. I like that.
Instead of friend slop, the game is a friend core game. It's fun playing around friends. It's friend core.
I do have a habit of calling all of these kinds of games friend slop, but then again, I don't really play these kinds of games, so
I feel like the term
games, and I do call them friend slop, but like affectionately.
Yeah, I feel like specifically for these kinds of games, friends like the slop is not a pejorative. Like they're not designed to be super tight experiences. Like the control scheme and the interactions are kind of loosey goosey, and sometimes things just break, and that's kind of the experience. They're not sloppily made, like they're very lovingly made, but they are specifically not hardcore experiences. So I think slop is actually okay to use here. That said, I do try to avoid using the term slop unless it's about AI. I'm not going there. This is a happy occasion. But I do try to avoid using the term just because I like friend core. I'm going to borrow that, Lily.
We can have we can have a good time shitting on AI.
Yeah, but not right now.
But not right now. Okay. Speaking of friend or enemy games, Super Battle Golf, A tier, hands down. The only
fantastic game.
Had I played this more, I've only played it a couple of times, but I think if I played it more and really figured out how it worked, I'd probably bump it higher. This is mini golf meets Mario Kart in all the best ways. I feel like. And it's another one of those where like it's too goofy to take seriously, and even if you're losing, you're doing funny shit. You're shooting people with rockets, or like going for a Hail Mary hole-in-one, and then you accidentally hit Gwendolf instead. Sky, that's the best shot I've ever seen in this game. I would love to play Super Battle Golf more. I just haven't had the opportunity.
Yeah, I haven't been able to play it yet, but it looks very fun.
I will play it with you anytime, anywhere.
Uh-oh.
You know, maybe I will set something up soon. Maybe open up to the community as well. I will make a note of that. I remember my notes. Be the Super Battle Golf you want to see in the world. Okay, that's in my streaming notes text file. I'll set up something soon.
Yeah.
Okay, back to my list. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. A tier.
Fantastic game.
Fantastic game. Has not aged a day. It still plays great. The level design is fun. This is the first time I've ever beaten the game. I never did the inverted castle before. Because I think I only ever played it on a rental back in the day. Remember video game rentals? I'm old.
Yes.
The one thing about Symphony of the Night that's kind of meh, the boss fights aren't that great. They kind of suck. The boss fights are kind of the down point. But great exploration, great weapon variety. Vic says, what's a blockbuster? Okay, you're trolling. I know you know what a blockbuster is. Right? I'm not that old, am I?
A blockbuster is a hammer you use to smash Legos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, Castlevania kind of codified a genre, and yeah, fantastic legacy. The only difficulty with playing Castlevania these days is you have to do it on PlayStation. Apparently, because of like some sort of like co-development deal, it will never be ported to another platform. So you have to give Sony your money.
Well, it was ported to the Xbox 360.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I mean, look at the picture that you have. It is literally the Xbox Live Arcade version.
Oh,
I'm full of shit. Hi, have we met? Well, at the very least, it'll probably never be ported to PC, which is a darn shame.
Yeah.
I was watching the latest.
Okay. Next up, I think is another game that I know Vic in chat has played it. Meow Gun Hell Denizen. Another throwback boomer shooter. It's Quake. It's Quake, but you play a cat girl and you go rescuing kittens. Solid B tier. I enjoyed my time with it. I will say there's not much about it that feels very distinctive, but it's a solid first-person shooter, and you can clear it in a couple of evenings, short and sweet. Also, you have a dedicated meow button. This is important.
Oh, it is important.
Mm-hmm.
Vicaf, that is exactly what I do, and I approve.
I should probably start looking into that a little bit more. I mean, in the good Christian way, of course.
We won't tell anyone.
Yeah, and luckily there's no recording anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Okay, next up, potential hot take, Zone of the Enders second runner.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to put it in C tier. Because had I played it when it was contemporary, I would probably look back on it very fondly. But I think what it does well, it served as a springboard for many, many, many other games. Not unlike Devil May Cry, this iteration by today's standards is kind of hard to play, and it's hard to keep it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to play by today's conventions. That said, I can see how it was a big inspiration for everything that came from it. So as a progenitor of that style of mecha fast action game, I can respect it, but I didn't especially enjoy it. Potential hot take there.
Even just watching it on stream.
Oh my god,
quite hard to follow.
It is dizzying. It is absolutely dizzying.
Playing it and being like, "Whoa, this is sick." Wait, what am I doing? Wait.
Now I will thank God the lock-on system works really, really, really well as as the auto-targeting system. Because if you had to manually lock on to targets and then like it didn't just jump to the next closest guy, oh my god, it would be impossible to play.
Yeah.
That said, there were a lot of moments where I was like, okay, what the hell am I doing right now? I'm hitting buttons and things are exploding. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Yeah, some of the boss fights felt that way too. Like,
yeah,
I died. Why did I die?
Why did I
have done here?
Or it took me a while to beat the. I had to drop this to easy mode. I could not play that. I could not enjoy this on normal. I tried to.
Wasn't the modern version that you played based on European difficulties?
Oh yeah. Europe happened again. Reportedly, for the version of the game you can buy on Steam, the difficulty is tuned for the European version, which is much harder.
I had no idea that video games in Europe were so much more difficult until this moment, like this stream.
It just seems to be a Kojima thing.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, that's right. Because this is a Kojima. Well,
this is a Kojima game.
Another Kojima game. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. I know that it used to be that folks in Europe, like game releases, would come out way later in Europe. So maybe the added difficulty level is like a consolation prize. Like you get for taking so long, you get extra content or a different way to approach the game than us filthy casuals in America. But yeah, I'm glad I played it. This is another one I'm glad I played for historical value. I enjoyed moments of it, but there are some moments where I was like, oh my god. Like the Vic Viper almost broke me.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I mentioned this as well. I think during one of these streams, Luigi's Mansion had this same thing happen.
Wait, they did that for a Nintendo game? They amped the difficulty for the European release?
Yeah, it is impossible.
Wow.
It is impossible to get the best rank on the first playthrough of Luigi's Mansion. You can only get the best rank on the second playthrough in the European version.
What?
The cutting room floor goes into details. The cutting room floor mentions it.
That's curious.
I'm gonna have to look into this more after this.
Yeah, Sky, you're gonna have to look into European Kaizo levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, European Kaizo. What would that even? I'm thinking of so many unfair stereotypes, so I'm just gonna stop.
One of the big creators who does a lot in the Kaizo community is actually from Germany, so that does track.
Okay, next on the list, we have Mouse PI for Hire. I'm gonna have to think about this one for a moment.
My game. That's my game. That's an S tier fucking game. Hey,
I was gonna say that's gotta be S.
You want another game about killing Nazis? Because that's a game about killing Nazis.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, Lily. I'm gonna put this in A tier. The one qualm I have with this game, it's too long. The last few levels do get very, like, it runs out of things to do and present. The game's about 2 or 3 stages too long because it doesn't introduce anything past a certain point. That said,
right.
And also, like, some of the weapons you get late game, they're cool and all, but they don't do anything better than the earlier weapons you have. If the game were a few levels shorter, I think it would be a much tighter, complete package. That said, this game is absolutely like a craft of love. They made so many choices in this game that kind of fly in the face of like modern gaming convention with its visual style, and I absolutely adore it. The gunplay is pretty fun. Really, my only qualm is it's just a couple of levels too long, but very solid experience throughout. I would highly recommend it if you like old animation or FPS games.
And I personally, I haven't played this, but I watched your whole playthrough, and
Oh, wow.
It is really, really beautiful game.
Yes.
Visually, and it is a joy to watch.
And there's
like,
so many little touches in
and
it that I love.
And like so many little details that make it really shine, you know?
I guess to flip it another way, like, for the first like 3/4 of the game, every level introduces a new element, like a new enemy type or a new ability or a new power or whatever. And then at the end of the game, it kind of just stops doing that, and it's kind of a time tax. Yeah. One of my favorite touches is when you unlock double jump. When you double jump, you get like a little cartoon spring noise in the air, and I just love that every time. It puts a smile on my face.
That's good.
Lily, what was your take on the game? I know you played it.
So I thought the game was really fun. I like the gunplay. I liked how the different guns had like different things. Like the double barrel was more flame. My only complaint was the chainsaw seemed like a big waste of time putting a melee weapon. I never used the chainsaw ever since I got the chainsaw and then just never used it again because it's just really.
I can agree with that. Yeah, the chainsaw has novelty when you pick it up, but like, you don't want to get that close to enemies in my shooter game.
And it's not like Doom where like it's an insta kill that gives you a bunch of ammo.
Yeah.
It's like you have to do a bunch of hits. There's a range version, but the range version takes up way too much ammo to make it really viable. So realistically, you're just swapping between the weapons you care about plus one you hate because they're not. You need to rotate at least like 4 to 5 guns. Which is fine. I like that challenge of I like games. I like shooters actually making it so I have to use my other guns. Is nice. But I just think it's a good solid experience. I was disappointed there was no level replay till the update, so that's certainly.
Oh, you can replay levels now.
Yes, you can replay levels now.
Okay, that was one thing that kind of annoyed me because like there are a lot of like I failed a couple of quests just because I missed one of the objectives or like failed to pick up some of the collectibles. That was a little annoying, but also like its progression system is such that like if you don't collect every single little, you'll have more upgrade points than you need to complete the game. So if you miss a few here and there, it's still okay. That's why that didn't miff me too terribly much, but it was kind of annoying in the moment. Okay, the next one. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. S tier, S tier. This is one of the highlights of the year. This is one of the funniest games I have ever played.
Be sure to follow the adventure line.
Yes, the adventure line. Oh my god, I love the adventure line so much.
How simple is that?
I love that you fuck with the narrator and the narrator fucks back with you in turn. Another one of those like meta games where like the game is in discussion with you, the player, in your role as the player, and the fact that there are just so many little weird possibilities that they fleshed out, and every single one of them will have you rolling on the floor laughing because something crazy just happened.
The whole bucket arc.
Oh my god, the bucket arc. Okay. I was not intending to do every single possible ending in that game, but they were all so damn funny, and chat kept egging me on. I'm glad I was egged on to do a 100% completion run on stream. One of the best game experiences I've ever had, and that was very good to share with people.
I'm glad I was there to help you through it.
Thank you for bullying me into finishing the game.
Sure, if you want to put it that way.
No, you bully the streamer. It's what you do.
I mean, yeah, I do that already. So
yeah, you're good at what you do. Okay, next up, Mario Kart World. Solid A tier Mario Kart game. My only qualm with it, and this is super nitpicky, it's okay. When you're playing it in multiplayer, you don't actually get like the traditional 3 to 5 laps on a track before. Like it's doing, I think most of the levels are like the interstitial, traveling from location to location. And there are a lot of segments in that where there's not really anything to do. No, it's all straightaways. There's not much any interesting racing or mechanics to do. That said, I mean, it's frickin' Mario Kart. What's not to love?
Yeah, I was suspicious when I first heard about like the concept of an open world Mario Kart game, but like the way they executed it is genuinely really fun.
Yeah. Well, and even just crashing around in the free roam to just look around, explore, like take your time exploring these very lovingly designed environments. That's fun in and of itself.
Like that's probably my favorite part of like Forza Horizon is just exploring, and now I can do it in a Mario game where it's more designed for you to be able to do that. It was very fun and rewarding to be able to just kind of wander.
I find it curious they haven't really done that much post-release content yet. I'm waiting for them to do that. They're going to.
I hope it's not a Mario Maker 2 situation. We'll have to see.
What? I'm not familiar with Mario. Well, I know of Mario Maker 2, but I don't know the situation.
There just wasn't anything after. I think there's one update and then they were done. They just added a style, basically. Hopefully we have something on the way.
I know we'll get more map packs or something. I mean, hell, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they ended up like doubling or tripling the number of maps in that game over time. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's a ridiculous number of tracks in that game. And it's I like World because it's different from 8. You can still play 8 and World and get something different from both of them.
You know, that's a very good point. World does not invalidate or render 8 completely obsolete. Which, in a manner of speaking, Mario Kart 8 did kind of render prior Mario Karts kind of outdated because it's got so many of the best maps from the earlier games. I'm not saying why would you ever go back, but in a manner of speaking, kind of why do you need to? I don't know.
The definitive original Mario Kart style game.
Yes, I can agree with that. Okay, next on the list, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. This one is currently underway. This is another collab series with Sky, Toxan, and Gwendolf. The game in and of itself, I would probably call it B tier, but I'm applying a tilt factor here because do I enjoy streaming this? Yes, I do. I'm putting that in A tier. And
I would put it A tier as well.
Yeah. And I feel like it kind of does the same sort of thing that like Peak and Repo and the other friend core games do. Like the core gameplay is kind of loose. It's not a very complex game, but the cooperative experience is the highlight and it works very, very well. This point is This point is a little bit lost because of the way we're playing it right now. Like, we can all see each other's GBA screens, but playing it traditionally on 4 separate Game Boy Advances, where every Game Boy has a different loadout of information on it, you have to share information that way. That sort of cooperative experience is really, really fun, and it's very good at what it does. I enjoy it.
Yeah. I don't think there's really any other game that has done it that way. I wish more games had like broken up information between the players so that you could actually like collaborate more. Because that part of Crystal Chronicles as a concept is just so interesting to me.
Yeah. You're right. There aren't other. Yeah, for those of you who haven't been watching the playthrough, yeah, one person has a map. One person has like information about the enemy you're fighting, like their health levels, any elemental weaknesses, and all that. And the other players don't have that information. So if you're the map, you're the trailblazer. Okay, we need to go this way. Blah blah blah. What are the other? Anyway, they
have like a radar of some kind for enemies too. Where they don't have the map itself, but you can see your relative position to enemies, which is interesting.
Well, that's true. I guess that like if there's an enemy that's hidden by the geometry, you don't get surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Civilization 6. I have never played a Civ game before playing it on stream, and Toxan was gracious enough to sort of be a co-pilot and tell me how does I Civ. I'm gonna put this A tier because I went from never having played a Civ game to thoroughly loving this game and being like obsessed with it for 2.5 weeks straight. One of the things I like that's always fascinated me about these 4X simulator games is the emergent narrative. Case in point, in my playthrough, Gandhi declared war on me. Gandhi, famed warmonger Gandhi. And this is before the nuclear age.
I was going to say, I can't believe Gandhi attempted to nuke you again.
Well, here's the thing, though. Gandhi declared war on me. I had the strongest military in the game. I was not going for a military victory, but, you know, you see a toy and you buy it. Gandhi's military strength was a big old goose egg. Absolutely zero military strength. Why did Gandhi declare war on me? In that same playthrough, I had several damning mistakes. I thought I was going to lose the game. And some of those mistakes were accepting a peace treaty from Gandhi, and then later stopping Gandhi from being wiped out by barbarians. Like, I swooped in to try to save the capital city. Fucker didn't even thank me.
These are very ungrateful whenever
I'm noticing that. Yeah, Vic, I'm familiar with the bug, with the aggression bug, but like, I think this is still during like the classical or maybe the Renaissance age, like well before nuclear options were on the table and the democracy glitch could kick in. But yeah, for some reason he declared war on me. I don't know why.
Gandhi, that's what he does.
Yeah, apparently that whole thing is a myth.
Is it a myth?
It was. So in the original Civ, from what I understood, his AI would basically wrap around to aggression because he was too peaceful or something.
Yeah, it was a bug in Civ 1.
And then they made it into a feature in later games.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like how they codified it.
Yeah, but I think he's not as hellish to deal with in the newer games.
No. He's the worst in Civ 1 because it's a bug that caused him to be maxed all the way up higher than anyone in the game on aggression.
Yeah. But it is funny in the Civ games where you can kind of piss them off just by doing well. And one day, like, China just shows up and he's like, "Why did you build the pyramids?" You're like, "What? What do you mean? Why did I build the pyramids? I'm killing you." You're like, "What do you mean?"
Oh, that's right. Yeah, one of China's things is like, we want all the wonders.
Yeah, if you build a wonder, they're like, "That's mine. How dare you?"
Not anymore. Okay, next one. This should be a fun one. Doom 2016. S tier. S tier. I have played Doom 2016 before, in, imagine that, 2016. And the game hasn't aged a day. It still plays great. The encounter design is fun. All the weapons are great. The action is fun and frantic. The only qualm I have with Doom 2016 is that it involves giving Microsoft money. But it goes on sale cheap enough. It's like $3. You know, if you haven't played it, it is like one of the most perfect shooters I've ever played. And I was really glad to go back to it.
I think it's similar to other games where it kind of revitalized that genre of shooter. Like you played 2016, you're like, oh yeah,
this is what I like about these games.
Yeah.
Well, and Doom was kind of a success story. 2016 was kind of a success story out of nowhere because there were like I think all the reviews were embargoed till the day of release, and like there are all these little PR signs that on every other example was like, ooh, this suggests that the game is not very good. But then lo and behold, it's one of the best shooters ever made, in my biased and correct opinion.
Yeah. It was different. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Shad is saying. Like it was different from the other shooters that were out at the time. And then people were like, oh yeah, it's not it can be something other than Halo style.
You can be just one guy carrying around an entire armory on your back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, coming into the last few here, we have Record of Lodoss War, Deedlit, and Wonder Labyrinth. This is a it's take Castlevania Symphony of the Night and have it be Deedlit from Lodoss War. That's the game. I'm going to call that A tier because it's one thing I mentioned this earlier in stream. I've come to really appreciate game experiences that don't overstay their welcome. They state their thesis, they demonstrate everything that they want to do, and then they conclude. Everything feels kind of quick and snappy. Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth is about like I completed it in maybe 2.5 streams. I forget exactly, and it's just a really tightly made game. Combat is fun, snappy. It has a sort of color change mechanic that it's kind of like a high risk, high reward. Because you can up your attack power, but and also regenerate health until you get hit. So you kind of want to save those resources for when you think you might need it later. And the boss fights, the thing I had with Castlevania Symphony of the Night is that I felt like the boss fights haven't aged well. Fantastic boss fights in the Lodoss War game. And they kind of follow the Metroid Dread school of boss design, where like the boss fights are like very quick and snappy. Either you get curb stomped or you know the patterns and you curb stomp them. And I find that very satisfying.
All right.
Okay. Call of Juarez Gunslinger. I have never played anything from the Call of Juarez series before. These are like mostly old Western themed first-person shooters. I'm gonna put this in a solid like B+. It does some funny things with its storytelling, like the whole thing is narrated, and the narrator is a lying sack of shit. He is telling tall tales up and down, left and right. You cannot believe a word he says. But damn if it's not enthralling and entertaining. And it's actually kind of funny because in the game, he's telling his life's journey to other people. And you have like a real young guy who's gullible. If you tell him gullible is written on the ceiling, he'll look up. And he's just eating up every word of this. But then you have a couple of grizzled older folks who's like, wait a minute, you said you fought this legendary outlaw? Like, this guy's still alive. He owns a farm in South Carolina. What are you talking about? And just lots of very silly moments like that. It kind of follows a similar problem as Mouse PI'd, where some of the later encounters kind of get repetitive. It's just like, okay, another combat arena. And there's not that much weapon and enemy variety, but it's short and sweet enough. It does not overstay its welcome. I enjoyed it. And has anyone else here played it?
No, but I've heard of it.
It's good. It's good. I would pick it up on sale.
Some of your playthrough.
So I like Call of Juarez because it was on kick when Red Dead Redemption came out. I'm like, ooh, I want to play more gunslinger games. Mm-hmm. And Call of Juarez, I went, man, this game was kind of okay. It was kind of mid. And then led to Stranger's Wrath. Stranger's Wrath is such a good fucking game.
Gunslinger is the only one I've played in the series, which I understand is kind of the high point of the franchise.
Oh, no. So what I'm talking about is it led to me discovering Oddworld: Stranger's Wrath, which is a Western-esque game taking place in the Oddworld series, and that game fucks. That game's so good.
The Oddworld series is incredible.
Stranger's Wrath plays so different from any of the other Oddworld games, though.
I've only played the original Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. Is that the first one?
Yeah. So the game is usually a platformer, but Stranger's Wrath makes it like a first-person action shooter Western platformer. So you still have like the platforming segments and stuff, but you're kind of doing like you're a cowboy, you're a bounty hunter going after the criminals in the world. A bounty hunter. It was like one of those old PS2 games. There was actually a mechanic where it mattered if you captured them dead or alive. I'm sorry if we're talking about Call of Juarez, but Stranger's Wrath is just far more interesting.
Okay, coming down to our last two. These are one of these I'm still playing on stream. In fact, maybe I'll do both. Either way, Turbo Overkill. This is a ludicrous cyberpunk first-person shooter where the most effective and satisfying weapon is a chainsaw leg, and you basically power slide through guys and they turn into cheeseburger. That's everything I want in a first-person shooter. So I guess by that metric, I got to put it in. I'm going to put it in A tier. Now, I have not completed this game. I have heard it overstays its welcome. With that in mind, I am probably going to take a break after I complete the second episode of 3 episodes of the game. But so far, I mean, you're getting new weapon types. And I feel like the difficulty curve is perfect for my dumb brain because the arena shootouts are challenging, but I've yet to encounter an arena where it's like, oh, fuck this noise. So, yeah, you definitely have to change up your weapons. And for no other reason than ammo gets very, very limited. And you need to change out your weapons quite a lot because you can't just use the same gun. In fact, I want to take a step back to Doom 2016. I'm okay with this, but I'm the problem for the super shotgun. And that problem is the super shotgun solves every problem. I did not vary my weapon usage that much once you get the super shotgun. It works everywhere. It solves every problem.
And that's weapon.
And I'm the reason why in Doom Eternal you can hold like 8 shotgun rounds and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay.
Jira ruined it for everybody.
I know. I ruined Doom for everybody.
Good job, Raku.
Hi, Ellen.
It's all Raku's fault.
Yes, blame me. I'm old. See, Ellen says when all you have is a super shotgun, everything looks like a nail. I should use that to try to fix. I should use a shotgun to fix my roof. This is a good idea.
It gets even more busted when you get the upgrade where instead of firing 2 shots at once, it's individual pulls.
Yeah.
That makes it even stronger because now you get 2 blasts instead of just 1 blast that costs 2 ammo.
Vic says I turned Doom into a series of gimmick fights. Let's see.
Okay,
I mean, it's a good gimmick. It's a good gimmick. Is it a gimmick if it's good?
No.
Ellen says,
"Oh, actually, it is. The gimmick is good." And then people are like, "Yeah, we like that gimmick of the game."
Oh,
and then it becomes a genre trope.
Yeah,
that's how it works. Yeah,
and then it becomes a nuisance.
Yeah, and then everybody gets sick of it and starts complaining about it in other games.
Me about extraction shooters. I'm so glad we're getting a bunch of extraction shooters. Me, the extraction shooter player. Also, why are we in this game market? Because that's one of the most niche fucking game genres there is next to fighting games.
Let's see. The main extraction shooters I've played are a bit of Deep Rock Galactic and a little bit of Helldivers. It's a fun loop.
Shooters. Those are horde shooters. Extraction shooters is you go in, get loot, get out. You have the chance of dying and losing all your loot. That's what I say is true.
Okay, I can appreciate the distinction. There are elements of that, but I can see how they lean more into the horde mode than the extraction.
The thing about Deep Rock Galactic and Helldivers being extraction shooters is the only concept is we extract from the area. Most extraction shooters don't have you doing objectives like that outside of a quest, a personal quest. The whole point of an extraction shooter is Your goal is to get in, get loot, get out. Anything else is secondary. And then PvE.
Is that how Marathon plays?
Yes.
So Marathon plays, yes, like that. Except you get contracts to do, which will help boost your stuff, and they want you to do stuff. But something like Tarkov, where it's like, oh, bring me this when you find it. It's like, okay, we happen to find it. Marathon actually gives you objectives to do. Like, they want you to download this data in a single run, blah, 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 and do all X, Y, and Z in a single run sometimes. So, but the whole concept, back to the point I'm trying to make, though, is an extraction shooter is the whole point is to get loot and extract. Where something like that's objective based, or like Deep Rock Galactic, like, okay, we got to do this series of things, and then this series of things, and then we can get out. That's not the goal. If I wanted to an extraction shooter, except some of them give you like you have to be in the game for 5 minutes before an extraction point comes up, is I can get in, grab a bunch of stuff, get out in 5 minutes, if I really wanted to. So that there's the distinction of there's this where you have to do the objective to extract, and there's the I am risking so much to be here to get more loot, but this is a massive risk. The longer I'm here, the more I'm risking. The longer I'm here. Where Helldivers and Deep Rock Galactic is, you're here for a long time. You're expected to be here for a long time.
That is true, though. The levels in Deep Rock do tend to. I guess I haven't played a extraction shooter heavy on the extraction.
Yeah, so
there's
that's
not
the thing.
that many of them right now. I mean, the only extraction quote unquote shooter that I've played so far is Dark and Darker.
Yes. So we have Dark and Darker. There's Forever Winter's PvE, Tarkov, Marathon, Arc Raiders. I only suggest Arc Raiders because they went back on the AI thing.
They've patched that out.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's great.
If a developer uses AI and then goes back on it and admits, hey, this was a mistake, fine, that's whatever. You know what? It was during the boom where AI was the big thing, everyone wanted to use it. Cool, I can give you a little bit of grace.
I'm willing to forgive if they take it out after the fact.
I wish it wasn't there to begin with, but you coming out and recognizing, hey, this was a mistake, cool, I'll give you a shot again.
Well, especially if when those games were in development, like, okay, we're talking about AI. AI didn't quite have the stink on it at the time.
Well, yeah,
like to lean into that now is a choice. To experiment with it then is like, okay, we didn't quite realize how bad it was, blah blah blah, whatever. And if you take it out, all right, it is forgiven.
If you
I'm okay with that.
Now, then it's kind of unforgivable. Back then, it was more forgivable because I was like, oh, it's a new thing, it's new technology, we got to use it, it's so cool. I'm like, okay, you know what? Fine, I get it. You bought into the hype. You understand now the hype was bullshit and the cost wasn't worth it, and now the bubble's popping.
Yeah.
But that's where I get the distinction
I can't wait for this bubble to pop.
Extraction shooter and an extraction game, I guess is what it is. There's the extraction shooters a niche. Helldivers, Deep Rock Galactic, not niche. So many people know about that. No one gives a shit about Dark and Darker. No one gives a shit about Arc Raiders. No one cares about Forever Winter. Let's be real. Except for the people that play that, the extraction shooter nerds like me. So that's why I say it's an extremely niche genre. And I don't know why game developers are doing it. Because it's like, hey, why don't a bunch of game developers suddenly just took a crack at fighting games? Like, why? Well, why would you do that? You've never in this market before. Why is it suddenly popular now? Is what I'm trying to get at.
I think, I mean, there's always been an element of chasing fads in gaming. Like, just to name a couple. Like, how many games in the 2000s tried to be the WoW killer? Because MMOs were just infinite money printers, and we all know how that ended.
Yeah.
Or see also Call of Duty, and everything's trying to be Fortnite now, blah blah blah, whatever. Ellen says it makes me so angry because it could be cool if the worst people in the world weren't the ones profiting from it and ruining everything for everyone with their bizarre hostile ideology. Like, machine learning as a technology has very good applications for very specific things. It is, I mean, by definition, it is very good at raw data processing. But it's not, but there is so much, but you still need a human to look at its results and vet it. And what's the saying? Like, statistics don't lie, but the statistician does. You can make numbers say anything. You can make numbers say anything you want it to.
Yeah, well, and like, there's so many kinds of machine learning, and like, machine learning is not the same thing as LLM which is what everybody is talking about as AI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
yeah,
and LLMs are not even really, which are large language models like ChatGPT and Gemini and whatever.
Yep.
Like those aren't even really AI or machine learning in the traditional sense. They co-opted the term AI to market it. And like, meanwhile, machine learning is doing all kinds of really cool stuff in the field. And like, especially in like medicine, there's a lot of really cool stuff happening with machine learning in like diagnostic medicine and stuff like that.
It's doing wonders for medicine right now, and that's a good application for that.
But
like
that's not LLMs. That's the thing. Like, people don't get that that's a distinction. LLMs are just big theft machines that are designed to sound like a person, but it's a really big algorithm that's designed to give you outputs that it's like a big lying machine that sounds like a person. And then everybody's like, oh my gosh, the lying machine that it specifically is designed to mimic the way that people communicate is mimicking the way people communicate. It must be alive. It makes me go insane.
First off, I need to apologize. I think I was using the terms AI, LLM, and machine learning interchangeably because my brain hurts. So yeah, those are different technologies.
I knew what you were talking about, Reku. That's why I went on my tirade.
All good. Ellen, I'm glad you brought up folding at home because, like, that's what I was thinking of as far as like trying to crowdsource machine learn. Like, couldn't you run folding at home on PlayStation 3? Wasn't that a thing for a pretty long while?
Yep, they did.
Yeah, I remember that.
If I may interrupt real quick, I do gotta dip on out for. Thank you for having me, Reku.
Oh, no, Lillian, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you making time for that, and I appreciate your input on this. Do you have anything coming up soon you wanted to promote?
I'm coming back Monday to stream in. We're doing Mario Party and stuff. But other than that, I have no real big plans yet. We got some charity stuff in the works, but more details to come. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. Skywalker, is always a pleasure working with you. I'm going to strangle you eventually with a plastic bag.
Anytime.
That escalated.
Listen, Skylockers, I have the vibes of them as a friend of, I could put a plastic bag over their head and they'd be like, thank you, ma'am, another. I can't kill them. They're invincible. They're an eldritch deity. They don't actually breathe. They're like, oh my god, they're like, Quiet from Metal Gear. You breathe through your skin.
Oh god. Scary.
And it all comes back to Kojima.
Oh, back to Kojima. Thank you for having me. Have a good night, everyone.
All right. You have a good one, Lily.
All right. Folding at Home was on the PlayStation 3. It was only in America, though. We didn't have it over here.
Hi, Pixie.
Oh, hey, Pixie. Everyone say hi to Pixie.
I had a thing about the extraction shooter of like where they came from. Just quickly.
What you got?
I wonder if it came because like the thing is, what is the trend that? What is the big extraction shooter game that would be like that all the games are trying to compete with? And I don't know if there was one. I think it was PUBG. I think people played battle royales and like, what if we took this genre and changed it a little bit? Like I
think
that's an interesting point. Right.
I think it was PUBG. And there was a big boom in the battle royales.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that game companies saw that like excitement dying down.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, well, here's an FPS genre that hasn't really been tapped out, looking at specifically Tarkov, because that game's been around forever.
Yeah.
And they were like, what if we, instead of a battle royale, what if we made a game like Tarkov? And then maybe that's the next big FPS thing. And it just wasn't.
Yeah. I enjoy extraction shooters when I play them, but also, yeah, I just don't think they have the same punch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't think of like a single like flagpole title in the extraction shooter genre, because like I was mentioning earlier, like game companies always try to the major publishers always try to copy each other. Like everybody tried to be a WoW killer. Everything tried to be Call of Duty. Everybody tried to be Fortnite. But like in all those examples, you can name the one game they're all trying to rip off. But specifically like extraction shooter, also for simplicity's sake, including Deep Rock Galactic and Helldivers. If there was one, it would probably be Helldivers 2, but that's late enough in. Like, that wasn't early enough to be the thing people are ripping off. I feel like.
And like Tarkov is big, but specifically within the circle of people who are playing extraction shooters. And there are games that are emulating it. Like I've played other games that are similar. I've never played Tarkov itself, but I've played other games that are less frustrating and less hellish to play. That basically took Tarkov and went, what if we made it a little less
a little less evil? Yeah.
Friction in games is something I used to be much more into as far as like figuring out like super crunchy mechanics. But nowadays, like, I don't know. There's a friend of mine gifted me Stalker 2 Shadow of Chernobyl a while back. And I've played a few hours of that off stream, and I was like, if I were 20 years younger, I would absolutely adore this game. But something about the crunchiness, like I'm not saying like, oh, I don't like it, I'll never play it, but like that level of crunch did not appeal to me at the time.
No, you have to be really
That's a tough game. Yeah, you got to be like ready to dig in.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Tarkov evolved from, like the stalker aesthetic and thought process of a game, which I think is why it hasn't really exploded, because it's like, would John Gamer be like, yeah, I want to like really sink into a shooter game that's going to make you want to cry?
I want to go and make a run in this game where I wind up laying in a bush with a sniper rifle for 3 hours without moving, waiting to be able to safely get out with all of the loot I collected. That sounds great.
That is a very specific gameplay loop, and that is not for me.
Yeah.
That does not render it any less valid. But yeah, it's like. Well, speaking of extraction shooters, but not really, that brings us to the last game on our list, Splatoon Raiders.
I guess it is, yeah.
Yeah, like I realized partway through the discussion, like, wait a minute, this is actually like very apt. So I'm not that far. I guess I take that back. I've only played Splatoon Raiders on stream once. I think I'm like 2/3 through, maybe a little more of the main campaign. Splatoon Raiders is fantastic. I would absolutely recommend it. So I played a bit of Splatoon 1 and 2. I didn't get super into them, but I played them online a bit. And I was like, I love this gameplay style. I love these weapon mechanics. I wish it was not a competitive shooter. That's Splatoon Raiders. It's all PvE.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's if you've played Salmon Run in on Splatoon 2 or 3, it's an expansion of Salmon Run. It's a fully fleshed out game. And like what's the right way to describe it? Like the levels are short and sweet, and like I don't know, nobody can do joyful game design like Nintendo. And every aspect of this is just every aspect of it just puts a smile on your face. It's bright, it's colorful. The salmonids look really stupid in very funny ways. Like they all have like googly eyes the size of your head. And somehow it's cohesive, it works. And yeah, all the combat arenas are good. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It runs like smooth as silk on Nintendo. I also needed a second game to justify having bought a Switch 2, and this is a good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't bought it yet, but Splatoon is always it really has earned its way into being a flagship game of Nintendo, because it's just they really just aced that gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah, leave it to Nintendo to make a shooter game like not really, I mean, not really violent. Like it doesn't feel like a shooter in the sense of like there's nothing gritty about it, but I don't know, its visual language and presentation in a crowded field is very unique.
Yeah.
Okay, well, unless one of you happens to know a game I forgot about, which I don't think is the case.
When did you play Bolt Gun? Was that too long ago?
Yeah, Bolt Gun was the year prior.
Man, Couldn't make it to the Oscars.
Yeah, I finished that in year 2. If Bolt Gun were on this list, I'd probably put that S tier. That was probably the first throwback boomer shooter I played that sort of kicked off my reignited interest in the genre. Are you still playing that, Toxan?
Yeah, I'll plan on finishing it this month at some point.
I am so looking forward to Bolt Gun 2. It's like Bolt Gun 2,
Yes.
it's more Bolt Gun. Yes, that's exactly what I want. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I want this.
It's Bolt Gun double.
It's Bolt Gun, but more.
Bolt Guns, plural.
Bolt Gun is something dangerous to me, though. I'm looking to my right, and I see 5 boxes of Warhammer figs. Oops. But yeah, it was that in Darktide, where I played Darktide, and I was playing this Guitari. I'm like, oh no, I like Warhammer.
I need to stay far away from Warhammer because I do not need another
Who needs
like
another plastic?
yeah, I don't need another plastic hobby to get into.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ellen says, "Oh, DashCon 2 just did fundraiser for Rainbow Railroad." Yeah, Roboreku is my bot. Yes, while we've got a moment, I'm going to be running my charity drive for another couple of weeks. I typically do this for about 2 weeks or so. And I am currently matching all community donations. So if you can donate $5, I'll donate $5. I'm also going to be emptying the bonk jar, which is all the times my cat has headbutted the mic, which, how many times does that happen? Let me pull up the counter.
I mean, it does also include when you've bonked the mic, but it's mostly your cat.
It's mostly my cat. The bonk donation counter is currently sitting at 69.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. Not the first time it's hit that threshold. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let me go ahead and save this list for posterity.
Yeah.
Aha. All right. And I'll be posting that over on the Discord.
Oh, wait a minute. Thought of one.
What's up?
Warframe.
Did I play Warframe on stream?
Actually, I don't think you did.
Yeah, no, I thought about Warframe and I had to think long and hard. Like, did I play it on stream?
I thought we did a collab, but I guess I don't think you did.
Wait, we did do a collab. We did do a collab because that was Kuva Lich.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
Oh, I gotta find one more.
Getting a Kuva Lich. That's right.
Crap. What browser window? Here we go. Game DB.
Video game that is every video game.
Yeah.
Including Flappy Bird.
Wait, there's Flappy Bird in Warframe?
Yeah, if you get Zephyr, you can play Happy Zephyr, and it's just Flappy Bird.
Okay. All right. I got a box art image.
Yeah, the fundraiser has started today.
Yeah, I think today is day 1.
Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask. Give me just 1 moment. Yeah. Today we're starting the charity fundraiser. Let's see. Okay, Warframe on the list. Toxan, thank you for reminding me.
Yes.
I'm gonna put Warframe B tier only in that I have played this game for like a couple of 100 hours and I got no clue what the I'm doing.
Yeah.
There is so much game. No, Warframe is fun. Really good shooter action. I do feel a bit overwhelmed, not unlike how I felt overwhelmed with Final Fantasy XIV when I started taking my break. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it. Like I played a ton of Warframe back in like 2019. And then during my break from Final Fantasy XIV, I fired Warframe back up for a couple of months. Got caught up on most of the story content. I still have some to do.
Yeah, there's not really a good way to track where you are in progress. There's the only way to learn how you are doing in terms of difficulty and what you can take is by doing hard content, which is kind of difficult.
Yeah, I wish that. Yeah, in fact, I'm glad you put it that way. Like, some of the information systems in Warframe don't do a good job telling you where you are in the game. So like, oh, do I want to do this you know, such and such looks like a level, I'm making up numbers here, a level 70 encounter. Okay, well, I've got like a maxed out warframe and I've got a maxed out weapon. So that maxes at level 30. Am I good? And you're probably not. It doesn't do a good job telling you what's really appropriate for your level.
Yeah.
Um,
but it is my favorite game to play just when I need to get my brain off of things. Like
yeah, it is.
I play
it is definitely Cyber Ninja Go Burr.
Yeah.
It's a good zone out game. Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
That there is the tier list. We did it.
Congratulations on another year.
Yeah, y'all aren't rid of me yet.
and take my money.
Oh,
Ellen, thank you so much for donating to Rainbow Railroad. You have donated $5. I do have some now that the collab part of this is wrapping up, let me take a look at something real quick.
Be incentivized.
Let's see. Hey, y'all want to see me suffer through the dunk tank?
Yes.
Okay, so there are community incentives. Since you donated $5, you will get a shot at the dunk tank, and also you get to pin an item to my model. Let's do the pin the item first. I have a series of pinnables I can stick on my model. Where did I put those? Yoink. I can place any of these sticky notes anywhere on my model except for the center of my face. If you have a custom inscription, ask real nice, and if I happen to have Photoshop open, I can make that happen. And I will be leaving this up for the duration of the charity drive. A person of culture. You're taking the Xenogears tag. Okay, where would you like it? Let me pull up VTube Studio. Yoink. Oh, not that one. Wherever you think is funniest. I mean, it's got to be center of mass on the pomp. That's the objectively funniest place on my model.
Objectively, yeah.
There we go. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Why not?
Perfect.
Glorious. Perfection. I also appreciate the potato themed channel points. Yeah, my character is loosely based on my Final Fantasy XIV Lalafell character, hence the potato jokes. And I have a lot of throwables. There have been about 44,000 potatoes thrown at my head since I started tracking about a year ago.
Nearly half of them are from me.
Yeah, half of them are from Nerdzilla, who's on voice call right now.
Oh, a cat has just come to see me.
Oh, sorry, what just happened?
A cat has just come to see me.
Oh, you have been blessed. My cat is currently napping on the couch.
Oh.
I have a suggestion. When you get more sticky notes, move the Xenogears one to cover your left eye like Bart, because you kind of have his outfit and hair colors. Huh. Was it Bart's left or right eye that was covered?
Let
me consult the Google.
Test.
His left.
His left.
Okay. So it's on the appropriate one right now. You know what? I may not leave it here for the duration of the drive, but I'll leave it here for now. Why not?
That's good.
It's
glorious,
beautiful.
glorious. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, folks, honestly, I'm about ready to wrap things up. I think we've had a good time of it, and I can, with this much talking, I can feel pudding time starting to set in.
Yeah.
That's the time where my brain starts turning into pudding and I run out of things to say.
Pudding time.
Fun fact, I don't actually like pudding. It's a texture thing.
No, that's fair.
That makes why you call it pudding time make more sense. If you liked pudding, it would be a little weird, wouldn't it?
It would be, ooh, pudding time.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
it's not.
It's pudding time.
It's never
or like the full on like ghost eyes.
Oh, no.
Let's see.
Scary.
Did you ever watch Chopped? The desserts never set in the blast chiller.
I love Chopped.
I've never watched Chopped. I don't think I've seen that.
I love cooking competition shows.
Oh my god, I forgot about Oko-san from Hot Tofu Boyfriend. Me and Creature played that a long time ago. This is long before I started streaming. Hot Tofu Boyfriend sure is a video game of all time.
Yeah, it is.
It's glorious.
Excellent game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, we got the pinnable. We need to do your dunk tank. Let's see.
Dunk tank.
In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and exit collab mode, so the dunk tank should be available for regular folks. All right, so let's go ahead and get your dunk tank shot for the donate going. Go to page 2.
Oh yeah. You know that guy who did the videos about covering the technical stuff about myhouse.ward?
I don't remember his name, but yeah, I did watch his videos.
Yeah, he's actually one of the voices in How to Full Boyfriend.
Really?
What?
That is cool. God, small world. Okay, dunk tank, here we go. So, there is RNG involved. If you hit the target, I go in the drink and you get to spin a prize. If you don't hit the target, well, let's see what happens. Well, clearly I went in the tank, so now I get to do the funny thing. La-di-da-di-da, I'm in the tank. I'm in the tank.
You done it.
Got him.
This is a reminder to wash your fruit and vegetables before you cook them.
Yes, especially.
I love that underwater effect. Thank you. I had the dunk tank was a pre-purchased asset I found online, but I had a lot of fun setting up the water effects and the audio filters and stuff. Okay, so you hit the target. You get a prize. The prize is my suffering. Let's see what we got.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I haven't actually gotten the sauces and stuff. I might have to run to the kitchen.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, is this better? All right. Well, I'm going to step off screen and do 20 push-ups. So, back in a minute. Yoink. Chad, have I mentioned I'm out of shape? Oh, well,
Do you think
here we go.
Be able to get through them all without stopping?
I'm certainly going to try. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Please don't fall off my headphones. 9.
He's doing it.
10, 11, 12, 13. Ow! 15. I have to. My headset keeps falling off.
Oh no.
16, 17, 18, 19, and 20.
You done it.
I do, in fact, need that shit. Okay, let me get back on screen. Thank you for participating in these shenanigans.
Potato!
Oh, God! Ow. Okay, we've got a hydrate redeem to do. Oh, here we go. Ah! Now, what I wonder is, when I switch back from my final form, will I still have the sticky note? VTube Studio is a little finicky like that. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. I needed that. Thank you for saying so. I've had a lot of fun setting up all this silly nonsense. This has taken about 3 years to get to its current state. Imagine that.
It's always fun to see what you've added and what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm kind of running low on ideas. I think I've incorporated most everything I want to do at this point. But there's always more. Like, well, wait, actually, what did I put on my event rewards? Okay, yeah, I can do like a Super Nintendo overlay mode. And one of the rewards, one of the $300 Discord picks the next redeem, one of the ideas I'm mulling is like a breaking news ticker that'll play at the bottom of the screen, but you write in the caption. That could potentially be dangerous.
That could be
but
good.
I am thinking that's one of those I'm considering.
What if chat could turn you into a sweet potato?
Oh my god.
Huh. Are you
like an identity crisis?
Are you saying Toxon, are you saying I'm not sweet?
You could be sweeter.
That's fair. Yes, I am in fact a VTuber. All you other tubers are imitating. I'm the real tuber.
Oh god.
Okay.
I sense a cover of the real Slim Shady in your future.
Spud Shady. Oh my god. I think we've invented something terrible here.
Terrible or wonderful?
Wonderfully terrible. Or terribly wonderful. Okay. I'm closing the screen share for the tier list now that we're done.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Any of y'all have anything you want to plug? Any events coming up you want to promote? In fact, let me go ahead and do shout outs for you guys while you're doing that.
Okay. Sky, do you have anything?
Well, nothing big. I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm doing the crossword.
Nice.
That's
Oh,
all.
Sky, have you seen Anthropium?
No. What is
It's an anthropology
Anthropium?
daily game.
What?
You have to guess the region and era of history that the artifact is from.
Looks it up.
I'll send it to you. It's very
Okay.
fun.
I'll check it out.
I'm tonight finishing Dragon Quest Builders 2 after playing it for a year. Did not expect this game to be so long, but it's really good.
I can't believe it's finally ending.
It's a bit wild. The story has gone places.
Oh, okay. I was trying to shout out Lily Cat, but I kept getting her channel name wrong.
Oh, there.
There we go. Okay, those are links to all the other streamers who have been accompanying me on this call. Go follow them. They're all super funny people. Let's see. Let me see who we can raid out to. You know what? He was here earlier. Wait a minute. It's the last day of Sen's Donathon.
That is true. Oh wait, who were?
Last day of Sen. Is Sen on right now? I don't see her on.
Scenario's doing a triple archipelago all on her own.
Oh wow, that's a hell of a thing.
Good God.
Yeah, it's.
You know, I think based on that reaction, we're going to go over to Sen's. Let's see.
Yeah, it's Sonic Adventure 2, Pizza Tower, and I forget what the third game is.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
How do you archipelago on your own? Is it like randomizered?
Yeah.
There is just a base randomizer built into there. You can, and that's something you can do.
All your own game.
Okay. There are your raid messages. If you are Spudscribed to my channel, you can use fancy emotes. There's also a version for those who are not Spudscribed. And yeah. I forgot to say this at the top of stream. This is my 3-year anniversary, and I am not graduating. You are not, in fact, rid of me yet, despite your best efforts.
We'll get you next time. I'll see you.
Thank you, Alan. I'm glad you've been here. Oh, I lost my Bart patch. Oh, yeah, good call. I'm going to go ahead and replace that off stream and make a note of it. Okay, yeah, I got to go to Sens, or John Twitch is going to get mad at me. Thanks for hanging out, folks. My next stream will be Monday night, 8 p.m. US Eastern Time. I'm probably going to be continuing Turbo Overkill. Probably. And that'll be on Monday. All right, y'all have fun.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.